My flow, my show brought me to go. That bought me all my fancy things. My crib, my cars, my clothes, my jewels. Look, homie, I came up and I ain't changing. You should love it way more than you hate it. Oh, you mad? I thought that you'd be happy I made it.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and this is the official live fight reaction for Scott Quigg versus Jono Carroll. It is your boy BT. We are once again live here on True School Sports, and it's good to be here, man. This is the afternoon live fight reaction for today's British card, featuring two notable names in the super featherweight division, the 130-pound division, in Bury's very own Scott Quigg and Ireland's own, Dublin, Ireland's very own Jono Carroll. So it's a good fight. The winner of this fight will see themselves break into the rankings or move up the rankings. As you know, right now as it stands, Jono Carroll is ranked number 8 in the IBF. He's not ranked top 15 anywhere else. Scott Quigg is not ranked anywhere in the top 15. So, but these are two fighters that are names in the division. These are two fighters that have been, they've challenged at that world level. So, it's definitely a fight worth going live for. But as always, it is your boy BT. We are live and direct for Scott Quigg versus Jono Carroll. This is the first of our live fight reactions for today. Right now, it's the UK card. Later on tonight will be the American card between Adel Kanaki and Robert Helenius. So make your plans for later on. I will be live with my dad for that one. But for right now, I think I'll probably be solo for this one. So if you're tuning in, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you check out all the content that's coming out here on True School Sports. And if it's your first time here, make sure you subscribe. And yeah, so let's get to some comments because right now, as it stands, on the Sky Sports telecast, there's nothing going on. So for those of you wondering if there's any fights going on on the card right now, there's nothing going on right now. But once the next fight takes place and we get the ring walks and the fighters in the ring, I'll let you know what's happening. But let's see. Let's get to the comments. We got let's see. We got all kinds of people here. All right, my main man She says what's up. He says second. What's up She? How you living? Berta Ochoa, he says, yo, what's up, Berta? How you doing? We got Pops. He says he's got Scott Quigg winning. Okay, somebody else got Scott Quigg. Fair bet, fair bet. Berta Ochoa. Okay, we got Berta Ochoa for NYC. Shout out to my main man, Berta Ochoa. He's here. We got come on, you Spurs, the Yid Army. He's got the Heung-min Son picture. He says Everton will beat Chelsea 3-2 tomorrow. You damn right. Up the Toffees. We need to win, man. We need to finish the season out strong. Hopefully we can get a European place, Europa League, Champions League, maybe for being a bit too ambitious. But we want to finish the season out strong because it's been a very weird year to be an Everton supporter. But yes, I agree. We will fold up Chelsea tomorrow. No doubt about it. Oh, here we go. So right now, as it stands, we have the card. We have a fight happening right now. We got Anthony Fowler. Yes, the Anthony Fowler. He's making his way to the ring. So let's turn the volume up. Make sure you guys comment down below, and I'll definitely interact with you. So here's Anthony Fowler. Free from desire. No. I have no idea who Anthony Fowler is fighting, but he's in need of a statement performance due to the fact that, he lost Scott Fitzgerald, and in his last performance against Harry Scarf, he didn't look so good because Harry Scarf is one of those guys that has an awkward style. So I don't know who he's fighting, but either way, we need to see Anthony Fowler turn in a gem.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Manchester, England, live on Sky Sports and DAZN, Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing is proud to present
my man Chris T. He says, BT, how's it going? Always in the grind. I'm doing good, champ. Just watching the fight, enjoying another day of boxing. And yes, we're always in the grind. And I would even go as far as to say that we've taken it to a new level over the last couple of weeks. But thank you, Chris, for your support. We appreciate you, champ. Hope you're well. Yeah, Carlo's doing amazing. I think Carlo's doing amazing, and Carlo hasn't even got the players he needs yet. He hasn't even got the players. He hasn't even got his players yet. So imagine when the transfer window happens and he actually has money to spend. You know, looking for big things for Everton next season. I didn't get a chance to watch that sheet, but I heard it was really entertaining.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, 10 rounds.
Ruben, what's up, champ? How you doing? Good to see you. How you living? How you living? Let's see. So right now, for those of you tuning in, we got Anthony Fowler fighting whoever this guy is.
11 stone, 1 pound, 4 ounces. He hails from Accra, Ghana, and proudly tonight celebrating his country's 63rd Independence Day celebration. Here is the former Ghanaian and WBO Africa Super Welterweight Champion, the Homo Lion, Teophilus Sente.
So he's fighting some guy named Teophilus Sente from Ghana.
And his opponent across
Happy Independence Day to Ghana.
Blue corner. He stands with his head trainer, Shane McGuigan. He wears the red trunks with the gold trim. He scaled 11 stone, 2 pounds, 4 ounces.
11 stone, 2 pounds.
11 victories, 1 defeat. He has 8 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Liverpool, England, the former Team GB Olympian and reigning and defending WBA International Super Welterweight Champion, Anthony the Machine Fowler.
Check. Yo, is the volume too loud, guys? In the comments, let me know the volume too loud. All right, so right now, for those of you wondering, we got Anthony Fowler in the ring in another tune-up fight, trying to rebuild himself from that Scott Fitzgerald loss. Yeah, Pop is out running some errands. He's running some errands right now, so he'll be here later. But right now we got Anthony Fowler versus Teophilus Sente. Okay, this is a 10-rounder. It's another rebuilding fight for Anthony Fowler. Anthony Fowler in the red trunks, trying to really make a statement here and put the boxing world back in notice because oh, I think he heard him. Yeah, he's a bit buzzed there. Anthony Fowler's just bubs Tate. He's jabbing up top, going downstairs, placing his shots real nicely, that Anthony Fowler. Oh, the stream's a bit off. Okay, there you go. Good jab there from Anthony Fowler. The other guy's kind of awkward. He's kind of crossing his feet a bit like Tate. He doesn't really move with the most fluidity, so you can already see anytime Anthony Fowler jabs him, he's knocking him off balance. So he's got to learn how to, be on balance and not cross his feet. He's jabbing, but he's not really stepping with his jab, and he's losing a lot of ground and real estate to Anthony Fowler. So, Matchroom Boxing, they picked the perfect opponent. The perfect opponent. This guy looks like he has very little clue of what he's doing. He's very raw and inexperienced from what I can see, in my opinion.
Problem for him. They'll have to try between rounds because he cannot set himself.
Oh, snap. Good for you, Ruben. Yeah, go out there, go to the Barclays, get yourself some free tickets. It'll be a solid card. All heavyweights, so it should be fun. Adam Konaki with the win tonight, he can get into a really good position as far as the heavyweight division. Oh, there you go. Anthony Fowler has just dropped this man with a body shot. He takes a knee. So already in the first round, Anthony Fowler has scored a knockdown over Teophilus Sente, and he can't even stand. He's tripping. He's literally tripping. His legs are buckling with every step he's taking. Jesus. Anthony Fowler uppercut and a left hook, and Tate stumbles backwards. He's out here folding him up like a blue steel chair, like Chris Jericho on The Rock. Good up jab there from Anthony Fowler. A right hand, he plays it to the stomach, looking for that one last shot. Will Tate to get out the last round. Oh my God. He just dropped this dude with a jab. Yo, this dude literally flew. Anthony Fowler threw a jab, and this dude literally levitated backwards. He literally levitated backwards. Oh my God. What a mismatch this is. I haven't looked into this guy's box rec, but this is a huge mismatch. Huge. I mean, this is not. I don't know what Anthony Fowler is going to do in terms of improving from this fight, because this guy can't even move without crossing his feet. I'm not even saying this to down the guy. I respect all fighters, but like, I have better footwork than Anthony Fowler's opponent, and I'm not even a fighter. This guy's crossing his legs up. Another knocked off Anthony Fowler, and he's not even punching him that hard. So 3 knockdowns in the first round for Anthony Fowler over Theophilus Tate. And another knockdown. And that's it. 4 knockdowns and a first round stoppage. Do I proceed enough? So Anthony Fowler gets a win over an incredibly mismatched opponent.
The fight is over. He has decided. The bell didn't ring, and
holy hell! All right, so with that win, with that fight we just saw, we have to investigate who the hell is this Theophilus Tate guy, because this guy couldn't stand up straight. He was literally levitating backwards off of jabs, and now they're saying that it was the ring and the ring was slippery. But no, I don't think so. I think it was his lack of balance. I think he had bad footwork. It wasn't the damn ring. So let's investigate this guy's resume while we're sitting here. Wait. Theophilus Tate, 1972.
Bizarre. It looks like he's, on an ice rink there and he's skating around. He had no grip whatsoever.
So this guy, Tate, he's from Ghana. His last 3 wins are all stoppage victories against guys that was 4-19, 2-23, 8-31. So he was fighting candidate fighter opposition. He's never really beat anybody. He's fought like John Ryder. He fought John Ryder in 2018. John Ryder stopped him in, how many rounds did John Ryder stop him in? John Ryder stopped him in 5 rounds. This guy actually went 5 rounds to John Ryder. So I guess you could say Anthony Fowler made a statement. If you want to say that.
So when he went down again at the end of the round and the punch didn't connect, I think Bob Williams decided that we can't keep doing this. This is ridiculous. And so
my God!
To fight off.
What a mismatch, Jesus! So I'm not really taking too much more what I just saw with Anthony Fowler.
I don't think it was the power of the punch that.
Red Glove Militant, what's good, champ? How you doing? Good to see you. Hope you're well. We got Sam So. He says, yes, BT, it's been a while. Yes, it has been a while. It's good to be live here. It's been about, I think, 3 or 4 days since I was last live. So because it was so long without a live, now I'm rewarding you guys with 2 lives in the day. We got this card and the card at night. And then tomorrow there'll probably be no live tomorrow. Monday, I'm gonna go to visit a gym. Tuesday, I'm visiting a gym, and I'll probably be alive either Monday or Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday, be live again as well. So that's pretty much the schedule. Oh my God, what a mismatch! Like, you can't really give Anthony Fowler much credit for that fight. I'm sorry. That guy did not know what he was doing in there. Like somebody said in the comments, sometimes the only requirements that these guys need to get a fight is just to have a pulse, and fair play. There you go. There's proof right there. She says 154 is Ted Cheeseman territory. You damn right, Sheehy. You damn right. Let me see. We got Red Glove Militant. Good to see you too. I hope I'm well. Hope the same for you and your father. Yeah, we're doing good, man. We're doing good. He's out running some errands with his wife and my sister. So they're just they're spending some time together. And while they're spending time together, we get it in. The grind don't stop. Like, literally, guys, I barely sleep these days. I've literally turned into the Dr. Dre of boxing. I barely sleep. I just had a period of I just went damn near 3 days without no sleep. I stayed there for 55 straight hours, just producing content. So you guys are gonna see a lot of content dropping in the next couple of days, and I still have about 15 videos I gotta make. Along with 3 hours of interview footage. So you guys, there's already a lot of content scheduled to come out here on True School Sports. and there's more to get to as well. So I'm leaving no stones unturned this month, because next month's going to be a very busy month. For you guys that are wondering, next month I'm going to be doing a lot of traveling. I plan on going to 2 fights next month out of town. Right now we're planning on going to Prograis versus Hooker, as well as the Inoue versus Casemiro, and then we're also going to be doing a little bit of traveling outside of that. So, I'm just saying that if you think this month is going to be great, just wait till next month. And yes, Sam. So I'm doing my best, man. I'm moving up. As you can, I'm trying to, man. Is the Jono Quigg fight live right now? No, it's not. Anthony Fowler just fought, and there's nobody fighting in the ring right now. So when the next fight proceeds and it happens, I'll let you know what's going on as it happens in real time. But right now, there's nothing happening as we're speaking right now. But let me get some water because my throat's a bit dry. Let me see. But yes, it is your boy BT. We are in fact live here on YouTube. If you're just tuning in, if you're just funneling in, make sure you smash that like button. Let me know what city, what state, what continent you're watching from, as I will give you a shout out. I have zero problem doing that. It's gonna be a good fight, man. It's gonna be a decent fight. 2 guys that have been at that world level before have challenged for world titles. I believe Quigg was a world champion at one point himself. So these guys are no slouches. And remember, when Quigg fought Valdez, this guy was a warrior. This guy fought with a broken jaw for like a couple of rounds. So these guys are tough. I have lots of respect for Scott Quigg. He's a true warrior. Jono Carroll is a true warrior. As for that fight, I'll be honest with you, I'm not really sure who I'm picking to win. I haven't really thought too much about it. I want Jono Carroll to win because I really became a fan of his after the Tevin Farmer fight, and I think he's a good fighter. I don't think I'll ever be an elite fighter because he don't have that punching power, but he's got good craft, and he behaves like a fighter. So he behaves like a fighter. And sometimes you may not have the elite skills or the elite punching power, but sometimes you have the character and you behave like a fighter when the going gets tough to get you to those tough moments and get the win. So we'll see what happens. But I'm going with Jono Carroll. I'll go with Jono Carroll with the split decision. Why not? We got my man Champ Raw. Shout out to Champ Raw. He says, "What's up, BT? How you doing, Champ? Good to see you. Hope you're well." TJ Ford says, Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. Yes, TJ, I got a video dropping on that later on today. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna shut up for a second because Eddie Hearn is speaking. Let's see what Eddie Hearn is saying.
John Ryder, he's well past his sell-by date, and it was disappointing the effort that we got from him, let alone his boots. But it was more disappointed that we didn't get to see what Anthony Fowler's been working on with Shane McGuigan. Shane's been very happy with Anthony's development. It's time for him to step up now and take the Scott Fitzgerald rematch. He wants it. Fitz is going to box on May the 2nd here. That fight's going to happen in July, 100%. So disappointed he didn't get what he might have got out of Jack Flatley tonight, but I'm glad he was in there doing his thing after a hard camp, getting paid, going through the motions rather than not fighting at all. And sometimes that conversation has to come to the team. So thank you for Tete, even though he didn't put up much of a fight, for flying over on Wednesday and onwards and upwards to the Scott Fitzgerald fight. It's a must fight for British boxing. The first one was one of the fights of the year, and I believe the second one will be as well.
I'll give you the last word on that. I'll half cut you off talking about Scott. So you got a message for him?
Yeah, I'm not coming for you, son. Believe me, lad. The first time, I was out for sleep. I was born 30 bulls in time with the lads for a night out. Just not ready for war, so let's have a scroll around, war with the fans, and you will not beat me next time, mate. Believe me.
Well done.
All right, so Anthony Fowler talking a big game. Eddie Hearn says that Anthony Fowler's, next big fight will be against Scott Fitzgerald in a Scott Fitzgerald rematch. And I'll tell you like this, man. Listen, Eddie Hearn has some really good prospects in his stable. I'll give him that. There's some good prospects, particularly on the American side as well, because he's standing a lot of the top American talent. He's got some of the top British talent as well. But there's some prospects he has. There's some guys that he has that he tries to shut down on the throat, who I can just tell. I don't need to see any more fights to know that they're not as good as advertised. And Anthony Fowler is one of them. Anthony Fowler is not as good as advertised. He's not going to be no crazy great fighter. He's going to get found out again when he fights Scott Fitzgerald. Scott Fitzgerald is going to whoop his ass again when they fight. But, it was an exciting fight for British boxing. And if Anthony Fowler can come out and win that, then who knows? Maybe he's better than we think. But I just can't see Anthony Fowler doing much with Scott Fitzgerald. Scott Fitzgerald got too much smoke for that ass. But that's just my opinion. Getting back to Taylor versus Serrano, amazing fight. I got a video dropping on that later today. So be on the lookout for that on my channel. But to give you my raw thoughts while we're here live, It's an amazing fight. It's one of the marquee fights in women's boxing, and it's a great fight for women's boxing. You know, right now I'm favoring Amanda Serrano. I just think she's a sharper puncher, and if the fight gets into the middle of the later rounds, I feel like her being the sharper puncher, more powerful puncher, the more skilled, more quicker, more agile fighter. I just see her beating Katie Taylor. But Katie Taylor is obviously a great fighter. It could go to anybody. I'm just happy that it's happening. So that'll be May 2nd on the Dillian White Povetkin undercard. So be on the lookout for that. All right. Get into some more comments. We got Red Glove Militant. He says, I didn't get to see a reaction. What did you think of Roman Gonzalez win? Well, I was there for the fight live in person. I was covering the fight. You know, in fact, that fight meant so much to me. Look, I'm still wearing my Matchroom Boxing wristband from the fight a week later. I haven't even taken off my Matchroom Boxing wristband a week later because I'm freaking lit about Roman Gonzalez versus Cal Yafai and him becoming a world champion again. It was honestly, I made a couple of videos about it, but since you haven't seen it, it was literally one of the best performances of his career. You know, he showed some subtle changes to his game. You know, using that front hand a bit more, using that jab a bit more to control Cal Yafai, control the center of the ring, and spin around him to create new punching angles. He might have lost round 1, but after that, it was a shutout, and you could argue it was one of the best performances of his career when you consider the fact that he's damn near 33 years old. And most flyweights by 33 years old are long gone. He's damn near 33 years old. When you consider the fact that he's 33 years old, when you consider the fact that Cal Yafai was undefeated, he's bigger. Just an amazing performance, and it's further adding to the legacy of Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. And I think he's back, he's rejuvenated, he's really found something with Marcos Caballero, who's new trainer that he's had his last 3 fights. And I really think we're going to see another historic title reign from Chocolatito Gonzalez. I'm picking him to beat Guy Estrada when they fight, but that's my opinion. Les Reed, he's from London. We got London in the building. Okay, shout out to Les Reed. We got Boner L versus Drink One. He's coming to you live and direct from Dublin, Ireland. Shout out to Dublin, Ireland. Got mad love for Ireland and the Irish. We got my man TJ Ford. He's local. He's from South Florida, Sunrise, Florida, home of the great Florida Panthers Hockey Club, and they're kind of struggling right now. So shout out to Sunrise, Florida. Shout out to TJ Ford. Shout out to the Florida Panthers. Got mad love for Sunrise. That's one of my favorite cities in South Florida. Champ Ross says, I think Quigg stops Carroll late. Should be a Bengal out last. Yeah, it's a pretty safe bet. Pretty safe bet. But who knows? Maybe Carroll can withstand the punching power and not get hurt. I could see him outworking Quigg to a decision. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with Carroll for the upset. I don't know if he's the underdog, but to me that would be an upset. So I'm gonna go with the Carroll for the majority decision or a split decision, close decision. Amber Williams, yeah, he's a fantastic prospect. I like Amber Williams. Good guy as well. Al the Powell, what it do? What's good, Al the Powell? One of South Florida's very own. Al the Powell regularly watches the channel. We got mad love for our good friend Al the Powell. How you doing, Al? How you doing? What do you think about Quigg versus Carroll? My rule, he says, all right, man, look, how y'all miserable people doing? Listen, all of us miserable people are doing quite wonderful. How you doing? How you doing, champ? Hope you're living well. But it is your boy BT. We are live here on YouTube. This is the official live fight reaction for Scott Quigg versus Jono Carroll. I mean, I put on a decent shirt today, so you know I gotta be feeling good today if I put on a decent shirt. Couple of programming alerts and reminders for you guys for the channel, things that you might want to look out for as the week progresses. Now today we have this live right here, but then the next live we have the next live fight reaction will actually be tonight against for the PBC card, which is the all heavyweight card. You got Adam Konaki versus Robert Helenius, or the remains, the corpse of Robert Helenius. You got Joey Duego versus Frank Sanchez. You got F.A. Agjagba fighting somebody. So it's going to be a good night of heavyweight boxing on PBC. We'll be live for that. We got an interview with Stacey McKinley coming up soon. I was down at Stacey McKinley's gym yesterday here in South Florida. Damn near talked for 2 hours. He was telling me stories about Mike Tyson and stuff, and when he used to work with James Toney, stuff I never even knew about him was revealed in this interview with Stacey McKinley. And then, as always, we talked about heavyweight boxing. We talked about Wilder, Fury 2, and he gave me his thoughts on that. So be on the lookout for that. Also did an interview with Jesse Robinson about Wilder, Fury 2, and the heavyweight division. So look out for that. What else is there? Next week, who's fighting next week? Next week is local fights. So there'll be multiple local fight cards here in South Florida. So be on the lookout for exclusive coverage here on that. And I think that's about it. But yeah, so it should be really, really good. I got a couple gym visits to do on Monday, Tuesday, big ones too. Gym visits that I'm sure you guys are gonna be really happy about once I get the interview. So just be on the lookout for everything coming out here on True School Sports. Subscribe, keep supporting the channel because big things are on the horizon. I mean, when I say big things, I mean big things. I mean, you guys see the channel progressing. You see me going to these fights. It's only just scratching the surface here on TSS. So I'm just happy to be here. But let's get some comments because right now, as it stands on the Sky Sports card, oh, never mind. There is a fight going on right now, so we're going to turn the volume up. We'll get to your comments in a second. So right now we got Rashon Matty, an American prospect on Matchroom Boxing. He's fighting right now. Let's see what's going on with that.
Give us a cold bait, take one step back. Don't throw any punches around the back of the head. Protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves. Good luck, lads.
Rashon Matty's the fighter we've seen plenty of on Matchroom USA shows. He had a flurry of activity when he turned pro in autumn 2018, and then he was out for 9 months between January and October last year.
All right, so right now we got Rashon Matty, you know, one of an American prospect who just signed with DAZN last year. I've been hearing a lot about his name, but I haven't seen him fight. So you got Rashon Matty, a welterweight prospect, fighting Abdallah Luhana. And this is a 6-rounder in the welterweight division, as Rashon Matty is, in fact, a welterweight prospect. Matty in the red trunks.
With 4 stoppages in 6 fights.
What happened to the stream?
21 years of age. He's beginning to attract a bit of attention.
Yeah, it looks exciting already. Lands a nice hard right hand there.
I can't see. For some strange reason, the crack boxing stream it just went black, but I can still hear the audio. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that. But for those of you wondering right now, we got Rashon Matty, one of the most hyped up prospects on Matchroom Boxing in DAZN. He's boxing a 6-rounder right now, trying to run his record up and make an impression. He's one of these guys that, you know, Eddie Hearn, all parties involved in Matchroom, they've been putting a lot of resources and investment into him. But the stream is working again. So far through the first round, Rashon Matty, you know,
just indicating that he was maybe caught around the back of the head, just over 30 seconds.
In the black trunks, the red trim.
Good shape, Luanja. He obviously works hard in the gym.
Good feint there from Rashon Matty. Using his jab, touching him, trying to create an opening. Right now, his opponent is just moving left to right like this, posturing in the middle of the ring, not really doing much, not really leading with the jab or anything. And his opponent, like, I haven't done any research on his opponent, so I'm just looking at him for the first time, not knowing anything about him. His opponent doesn't look like he has much craft because he's just doing this, right? He's moving left to right, right to left, but with his hands really close to his face. And he's throwing these wide coming hooks. There's no feints. There's no jabs. He's just coming in through the front door, all reckless. So if Rashon Matty can time him and see the shots, he can counter him. So they picked this guy for a reason. It's a stay busy fight, it's a tune-up fight for a guy who's a prospect. But through round 1, no harm, no foul. Solid work from Rashon Matty. Yeah, champ. I think Carroll is more than capable about working him. So it's a pretty safe pick. Hey, that's how it goes, man. There's highs and lows in life. You got to take the lows with the highs. Yeah, right now, we got Rashon Matty. He's a prospect from Matchroom Boxing. He's a welterweight prospect. He's fighting right now. And yes, for those of you wondering, Hughie Fury is fighting on this card later on, so be on the lookout for that. But right now, we got Rashon Matty in the second round versus some random guy I never heard of. And this guy is coming in off balance, clubbing right hooks. And Matty's just picking his shots. And yo, the dude just caught Rashon Matty. He's throwing these like Deontay Wilder, reckless like Joe Frazier, freaking hooks from the ground, from way out here, and you know, weird angles. So Matty's got to be careful and keep his distance. He's got to use that front hand.
That took you 5 minutes. 10 minutes.
I'll be honest with you though, like I've only seen Matty box for about a round and a half, and I don't really see anything too impressive about him so far, in my opinion. I don't see anything too crazy to him. You know, he's not as impressive to me as some of the matches with other prospects, like Otha Jones or Raymond Ford or any of those guys. Oh, good right hander from Rashon Matty. Okay. Ooh, okay. All right, I might take it back. Rashon Matty's placing the shots beautifully, placing them beautifully, going to the body, coming up top. He's fighting going backwards a little bit. I mean, he's got an awkward guy with herky-jerky style, but he's picking them apart now. He's just placing the shots. Uppercuts, a straight right. Okay, Rashon. Oh, a body shot. And a right hand, another body shot. Well, he's going to fold him up here. I think this is going to be in the round. He's got a minute and 15 seconds to do it.
His balances are great. He can be a bit all over the place, so sometimes he looks more right than he actually is. But I think these right hands from Matty are having an effect.
Yeah, man. Rashon Matty looked a little bit weird, looked a bit off of the first round, but now every shot he's throwing is precise. Okay, Rashon Matty. Oh, okay. I like what he did there. This dude threw the crazy right hand. He picked the shot up with his right hand, shot with the same. He catched and countered him. Ooh. But Rashon needs to move his head off the line. The guy threw a right hook way out here and it caught Rashon Matty, but he don't really seem to have any punching power.
The straight right hands are there to key punches that Matty is landing here.
20 seconds left in the second round for Rashon Matty. Oh! And he drops him with a body shot here in the second round. And it looks like this may be it. Oh, he beat the count. The guy beat the... Oh! The ref has waved it off. Steve Gray has waved it off. And Rashon Matty gets the second round stoppage. And I gotta say, it was a good display of precision punching and ring awareness. But he fought a guy that really didn't have much for him. He was clubbing his shots. He was there to be hit. He was there to be had. And yeah, man. So Rashon Matty, decent first impression from me. I'll be looking for more from him in the future. He's one of the many American prospects Eddie Hearn assigned to the Matchroom Boxing stable. So you guys might want to keep your eyes out for Rashon Matty.
Matty picked his punch as well, particularly that left hand to the body. It was no surprise that was the one that caused him to go down.
Tommy Temper, what's good, champ? How you doing?
Written all over his face. He was just a few feet away from us, but he wrestled himself up off the canvas on the count of 8.
Yeah, man. That's the real main event. That's the real reason I went live is for Hughie Fury.
Read a little bit of body language and knew that even though
yeah, no.
want to continue.
Stacey had a lot to say about Fury versus Wilder.
Yeah, he'd already taken a lot of hype, but that was a really good body shot. He just got the right distance on it, got behind the elbow.
Yeah, man. He couldn't windmill his way to victory, so he's got to get better skills. That guy that Rashon Matty just fought. And yeah, he was swinging that shit from way out here. He was like this. He was like, yo. He was everywhere.
He'd been hurt from that knockdown. I think that was a good stoppage for the referee.
Absolutely.
It's another win and another stoppage on his UK debut.
His UK debut. So shout out to Rashon Matty.
Away from home, unfamiliar environment. I'm sure they would have enjoyed the week. Ladies and gentlemen, referee Steve Gray calls a halt to this contest. The official time of the stoppage, 2 minutes and 58 seconds in round number 2. The winner by RSC, he's still undefeated, Rashon, the Albanian Bear Matty.
That's right. So the Albanian American Rashon Matty, he gets second round stoppage. A great display of precision punching and punch placement. Not really much to say more than that. It was the kind of fight you would expect for a highly touted prospect at this stage of his career. So, good win for him. and we look forward to seeing what he does moving forward. He's got the Albanian flag, proudly carrying it all over the UK and all over the ring. And, call me crazy, but it'd be nice to see him carry the American flag. You are an American. You're from freaking Long Island, New York. So, hey, be proud of your roots, be proud of your heritage. Be proud of your heritage. Where's the American flag, champ? Where's the stars and stripes, champ? That's just my opinion, though. But yeah, it's your boy BT. We are progressing through this Jono Carroll, Scott Quigg card. For those of you tuning in, we've been live for a couple of fights already. We had Anthony Fowler score a stoppage in the first round of a mismatch, and Rashon Matty score a stoppage in the second round of a mismatch. So let's listen to Rashon Matty. Here's what he has to say.
I want this guy out of there. You want to just that? Your reaction?
My thing was, they wanted me to stop playing a little bit, but I tried to have a little fun. The main thing was I want to pick the body. I knew that I was hurt him with a body shot. Eventually, you got to hit him sometimes. You got to make him fake. I'll start a little fakes here and there, and I knew I was going to catch him with a body shot. They're going to call me the body snatcher now, But, I definitely don't like the way I performed, but back to the drawing board and do it all over again.
It used to be the case that people used to say body shots never really counted in the amateurs. Do you always feel that your style was suited to the pro game?
Oh, yeah, because I love the body. If you see on my fights, I'm throwing the body shots all the time. I knew that after a while I started hitting him in the head, he started raising his hands too high. And that's it, just throwing the body.
How have you found your UK debut and the whole experience boxing over here?
I loved it. Just the only issue was the jet lag. I was sleeping the majority of the time, but I definitely want to come back, and do it again.
Promoter Hearn, you brought some of your Matchroom USA prospects over. What did you make of Rashad's performance? And do you have high hopes for him moving forward?
Yeah, it's early days. He's 21 years of age. He's had 6 fights. There's a lot to learn. He's fighting all over the world, getting great experience. It's much tougher tests to come tonight. But great experience for him coming over, experiencing the UK fans. And like I said, baby steps, 21 years of age, just a baby. But sooner or later, we're going to have to let the shackles off, and that'll come later this year. He's going to be out again in a couple of months' time, probably 6 weeks' time. Try and box him about 6 or 7 times this year, and then at the end of this year, he'll be good to go. But a great fighter, when you look at his resume, not just in boxing, but in MMA, in wrestling, in jiu-jitsu.
MMA?
He's the ultimate fighting guy. He's going to be a great fighter. Early days, got to build these guys properly, and great experience for him boxing in the UK. As I said, tougher tests to come. He'll be ready for them.
Well done.
All right, so there you have it. Eddie Hearn. That's Eddie Hearn and Rashon Matty following Rashon Matty's second round stoppage as he progresses in his career. Apparently, he's got an MMA, jiu-jitsu fighting background. So hey, he could have fooled me because he looked like a real deal fighter to me. He didn't look like no converted MMA or jiu-jitsu fighter to me. But hey, the opposition probably may have flattered him. We'll see what he looks like when he steps up. But it's your boy BT. We are in fact live here on True School Sports. This is the official live fight reaction for Scott Quigg versus Jono Carroll, and what figures to be a solid domestic dust-up between the pride of Bury and the pride of Dublin. So we'll definitely be live for that. Obviously we got Hughie Fury fighting on this card. So that's probably what I'm most excited for. I don't know how you guys feel, because we had Tyson Fury box a couple weeks ago. Now we got Hughie Fury. So now is Hughie Fury gonna make a run at heavyweight and maybe become something? Not just be a Tyson Fury's cousin or brother or whatever. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below about Hughie Fury and his fight today. And yeah, we'll be live later on tonight for Adam Konaki versus Robert Helenius, so that should be a good one. But to be honest with you guys, don't really expect much until the main event. Don't expect for this card. Don't expect much more than your run-of-the-mill TBAs and stay busy, kind of a fight, because generally speaking, when you get an Eddie Hearn show, a big percentage of the time, the undercard is mainly showcase fights for his upcoming prospects. So there you have it. Let's get to some comments, because there are some comments. Right now, there's no fights going on for those of you wondering. So when the next fight proceeds, I will let you know. Let's see. We got my man Pete. Shout out to Pete. Says apparently Joe Goosen has been chosen as the trainer to improve the windmill. Oh, Wilder. He's really. So Joe Goosen is going to train Wilder? Good for him. I know Joe Goosen's a great trainer, but he's no miracle worker. He don't got a bunch of pixie dust. So, maybe it could be good for him. We'll see how it works. Sometimes a new voice and a new philosophy is good for a fighter, but I'm not really sure what he could do with Wilder, because Wilder just seems like one of the fighters that doesn't want to listen. Let's see what else we got. Red Glove Militant says, Red Glove Militant says, at least he's not calling a baby at 33 fights in. Oh my God, yes, that was pretty bad. We don't need to bring up who we're talking about because we just had a 7-hour video drop on this person earlier today. So, but yeah, at least he's not saying that. Leonard Sterling dropping some knowledge on me about Rashon Matty. He says, Rashon Matty is a martial arts prodigy. You can find a YouTube vid called The Amazing 13-Year-Old Boxing and MMA Prodigy. Okay, I'll have to check it out because I'll be honest with you. I don't know much about Rashon Matty other than him being inside the matchroom, being Albanian, and being from New York. So I'm definitely interested to learn more about him and probably do a prospect review video on him because he seems like somebody to look out for in the future. Yeah, shout out to Rashon Matty. We got Red Glove Military says it doesn't matter who trains well if he's not willing to learn. Yeah, you can lead a donkey to the well, you can lead a horse to the well, but you can't make them drink. You can't make them drink the water in the well. So, hopefully, for the sake of Wilder, for the sake of heavyweight boxing, we can get the best Deontay Wilder because we need the best version of Deontay Wilder. Shout out to my man Carlos Espinal. He says, "What are y'all talking about now?" Well, right now, there's no fights going on this Jono Carroll Scott Quigg card. So we were actually just talking about how apparently Joe Goosen has been hired as the trainer for Deontay Wilder. Now, I haven't looked for myself. I haven't confirmed that for myself, but that's what somebody was telling me, and I was just giving my take on that. Carlos Padilla, what's up, champ? Get the wise, Chico. How you doing? Oh, by the way, for those of you who are just tuning in, who are just funneling in here, I want to put you guys on something interesting. So yesterday, I went to Stacey McKinley's gym here in South Florida. It's an amazing place. It's a great gym to go to. I interviewed Stacey McKinley for roughly 2 hours about all kinds of stuff. He told some great Mike Tyson, one-of-a-kind Mike Tyson stories. So I want you guys to really be on the lookout for that when it comes out. Just great stuff. He was dropping gems everywhere, and I learned a lot about Stacey the person myself that I never knew. But while I was there, Trevor the Dream Bryan, who is the WBA interim champion, I had a chance to speak with him and Stacey about what's going on with him. And Trevor Bryan is going to be fighting apparently on either May the 23rd or May the 30th. For those of you who don't know, Trevor Bryan and the WBA, along with Manuel Char, they have reached an agreement for a fight. For the purse bid. Don King put up $2 million and won the purse bid. So the next step for Trevor Bryan and Manuel Char and getting that fight done is, I guess, to agree to either a May 23rd date or May 30th date. Now, I was told that if the fight happens May 23rd, it will be in Las Vegas. And if the fight happens May 30th, it'll be somewhere like in the Congo or Dubai. So, I don't know when it's happening, but it looks like for the time being, according to what Trevor Bryan and Stacey McKinley told me, that it'll be May 23rd or May 30th. So be on the lookout for that. I talked to Trevor Bryan as well for quite a long time. And he's feeling very confident because honestly, look, you guys might not realize it, but I mean, if you look at the landscape of American heavyweight boxing, Jarrell Miller is out the picture with all the PED things. It's going to take a lot for him to come back. So you can't really – Jarrell Miller is not anywhere near the top anymore. Adam Konaki, okay, he's good, but, how good is he really? Wilder just lost, and he looks like he'll never be the same. So if you look at the American heavyweight landscape, and I was telling Trevor this we were talking about this. If Trevor Bryan can beat Manuel Char for that belt, he's going to be in a great position. He's fresh. He's never really taken any punishment in the ring. He's had to work on himself and improve. He's been getting great sparring. So, listen, for better or for worse, I think the way it's shaking up is the way it's shaping up for Trevor Bryan is that he's going to have a chance to take ownership of the heavyweight division here in America. And I'll be honest with you, I think he's a lot more likable than Deontay Wilder. So I'm looking forward to him fighting Manuel Char. Hopefully he can fight on TV. People can get to know Trevor Bryan because he's the kind of guy I think America could get behind as heavyweight, and he's a skilled fighter as well. But just an update on Trevor Bryan for you guys. All right, so let's see what Flash Boxing TV had to say. He says, "What do you think about the Fury Glove situation?" What I think about the Fury Glove situation, I think about it the same thing I think about the Fury PED situation. I think it's bullshit and it's narratives propagated by the LDBC and Deontay Wilder deluded fanboys that just can't accept the loss and give Tyson Fury his just due and his credit that he deserves, his credit that he earned, his credit that he snatched from Deontay Wilder that Wilder fans should be happy to give to him. But no, instead of being honorable and being humble in defeat, you know, you guys and Wilder and JD's, you guys want to blame everything but Wilder. So I don't think there's any glove situation. I guess my to go along with that response, my question would be to you, Flashboxing TV. What do you think about Deontay Wilder having fucking steel plates in his right hand? What do you think about that? I mean, nobody ever talks about that. It's a very underrated thing. And I'm not trying to argue. I'm just saying. I don't think much of it. I just think because if you look at if this rumor was coming out of, like, you know, from the Nevada State Athletic Commission or a reputable boxing reporter, an outlet, then I would actually give it some credence. But, you know, you got freaking Jay Farrell, who doesn't even cover boxing, who talks about African kings and ancestry, making this stuff up. Then you got that clown, that fake, that fraud, Blue Blood Sports TV talking about, you know, oh, Fury's on PEDs. So it's a joke. It's a joke. It really is a joke. We are supposed to be the boxing community, but you got a lot of these fans, man, who can't give Fury credit, and they should be giving Fury credit. They should be happy to give Fury credit, because guess what? Fury he's great for boxing. He's bringing a lot of casual fans to the sport. He's one of the most controversial, colorful, and best characters this division has seen since the days of Mike Tyson. So we should really be happy to give Tyson Fury credit. He is way more likable, but I doubt he can hang with AJ or Fury right now. Well, I'm not going to say he can hang with Fury. I mean, he's my friend. I like him. We're cool and stuff. But Fury, I think, is a no-go. But Joshua, I think he can hang with Joshua. I do. I don't think, because I've seen him in the gym. I've seen him, you know, box some top people in the gym. And I'm not saying he'll beat Joshua, but I think Trevor Bryan could really give him a good fight. I think he could. You know, nobody really knows how good he is because he's been locked away in the gym. Don King hasn't really had him active. But it's actually worked out for him, because while these guys were killing each other in the ring, hurting each other, he stayed fresh. He just turned 30 years old, so that's still relatively young for heavyweight. In terms of the punishment his body has taken, it hasn't been a lot. I think he's going to be one of those late bloomers. You're going to see him. And you know what? Bold prediction for 2020 in the next couple of years. Bold prediction in the heavyweight division for 2020 moving forward. I predict that Trevor Bryan will solidify himself as a top 10 contender by the end of this year. And by the middle of next year, I think he'll be the face of American heavyweight boxing. I think he'll solidify himself as the number one American heavyweight over Wilder, over Kanaki, over Miller, over all those guys. But that's just my bold prediction. If he can win the Char fight, just watch what I'm saying. We got he's from the UK. Okay, so shout out to Flash Boxing out there in the UK. Much love. Thank you for supporting the channel. And I love your hashtag. Most people don't know shit about boxing. You're damn right about it. Shakur Stevenson, to me, is the best young fighter. I mean, I ain't mad at that. You know, Shakur Stevenson's going to be in action next week. He's got the fight against Miguel Mariaga. So, you know, Shakur is a special talent. I got mad love for Shakur Stevenson. He's an amazing fighter. We got Red Glove Militant. He says, only glove situation is a situation where Fury's glove was glued to Wilder's face. Yeah. The new conspiracy we're going to start is that there was a magnet on the cheekbones of Wilder, so that's why Fury kept hitting him, and Stitch Duran put it there. You know, these cheaters. But anyway, enough responding to the comments. We got our next fight coming up on the Matchroom Boxing Scott Quigg card. It's Zach Parker, Derby County's very own. He's making his way to the ring, so let's turn the volume up for this one. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, super chat, do all that good stuff.
Looking to elevate himself into position of world title challenger.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Manchester Arena, live on Sky Sports and DAZN, Eddie Hearn in association with Team Sauerland and Matchroom Boxing is proud to present a special super middleweight title attraction. Sponsored by William Hill, StubHub, Wow Hydrate, and JD Sports. This bout is sanctioned under the auspices of the British Boxing Board of Control. The steward in charge is Mr. Robin Smith and the World Boxing Organization. The president, Francisco Paco Alcázar. The supervisor is John Handelar. Introducing your three judges scoring this title contest from ringside. From Hungary, Frank Budai. From the United Kingdom, Steve Gray. And from Italy, Matteo Montella Dairola. Your timekeeper from UK is Chris O'Connor. And to the Citadel, your third man in the ring, also from the United Kingdom, A-star referee, Mr. Phil Edwards. And now, ladies and gentlemen, 12 rounds of boxing scheduled for the WBO International Super Middleweight Championship. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, standing with his head trainer, Chris Carden. He wears the black and white. He scaled 11 stone, 13 pounds, 8 ounces. His professional record, 24 victories, only 1 defeat.
Oh, snap. That's Rohan Murdock. Holy crap.
Fighting out of the Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia, and ranked number 1 in the world on the WBO. Here is the reigning WBO Asian Super Middleweight Champion, Rohan.
Holy crap, it's Rohan Murdock. Rohan Murdock. He was supposed to fight Andre Ward. I remember him.
And his opponent across the ring fighting out of the blue.
Zach Parker.
He stands with his head trainer, Paul Mann. He wears the white with the green trim. He scaled at already 11 stone, 13 pounds, 2 ounces. His professional record,
18-0, 12 KO. Zach Parker. Derby County's very own.
18 victories, 12 of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of England, here is the former British Super Middleweight Champion, ranked number 2 in the world on the WBO. Ladies and gentlemen, Zach Parker.
So Zach Parker. So for those of you wondering what's going on right now, we got Zach Parker, a prospect in the Matchroom Boxing stable at 168. He's fighting Rohan Murdock. Yes, that Rohan Murdock. Many of you guys may remember Rohan Murdock a couple years ago. He was supposed to fight Andre Ward, but HBO said it was such a cherry pick that they wouldn't even allow the fight. So this guy's fighting an Andre Ward leftover as a prospect. It's a joke, but yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. We'll be commentating this fight. It's your boy BT. We're live here on True School Sports. This is the Quigg Carroll live fight reaction. Zach Parker versus Rohan Murdock. Parker in the white trunks with the silver trim. Murdock in the black trunks. All right. This is a 12-rounder in the super middleweight division for the WBO international title. So whoever wins this fight will potentially crack the top 15 in the WBO at 168. So thus far, the fight to the first 30 seconds has been fought in close quarters. A lot of holding from Rohan Murdock as he tries to upset the apple cart tonight against the hyped up and heavily promoted Zach Parker.
Well, that's what they're going to try and do.
Good right hand there from Rohan Murdock. Placed it really nicely up top.
Couple of days, and their plan is to get tight, to get close. They feel that Parker struggles a little bit.
There you go. Good body shot there by Rohan Murdock. He's decent start here to the first minute. The announcers are saying that apparently Zach Parker struggles going to the body, fighting on the inside. Now I haven't seen much of Zach Parker, but just judging him off of the first minute or so that I've ever seen him fight, he looks like somebody that's a little classy technical fighter that likes to stay on the outside, but he doesn't look like he wants to fight on the inside.
Referee just sends the work inside. And gets in the breaks. So Parker was right on top of Murdock, who physically, I was going to say he's the bigger of the two, but actually when you look at them in there, he was at the weigh-in yesterday, but Parker has put some weight on since then. He's got good weight.
Yeah, according to my boy Leonard Stilling, apparently the winner of this fight right here will be the mandatory to the Billy Joe Saunders Canelo winner. So it's actually, this is actually a significant fight going on right now. One of these guys might be used as a mandatory challenger for the winner of that fight, which will probably be Canelo because they're going to get. But so far, it's been a decent start for Rohan Murdock. Parker's trying to get the timing down, but every time he misses a jab, Murdock rolls right into him and ties him up, and just, he's making things real awkward for Zach Parker. And there you go, Zach Parker switching from orthodox to southpaw, trying to show Rohan Murdock a new look.
Dad was a professional fighter, so he was brought up with it young. And the team have an awful lot.
So far, not a ton of action going on, just lots of posturing between the two.
That problem against Williams with a dislocated shoulder, and that was left. There's not been any issues with it since. Murdock himself broke a jaw actually in a motorcycle accident at the back end of 2016, which cost him an appearance on a couple of big cards. That's all right,
so now the referee is warning. He's warning Rohan Murdock and Zach Parker.
So both of them not without their scars.
Cage on the ram, but I think Parker's probably edging it with the straight shots and the jab.
Yo, these guys sports announcers are taking the piss. Zach Parker did not edge that round. That's a Rohan Murdock round. That is a clear Rohan Murdock round. Zach Parker's work was very sloppy and ineffective. But it's your boy BT. We are progressing right through the Quigg Carroll undercard. Right now we got Zach Parker versus Rohan Murdock. You know, that was an interesting round where early on, the first minute, I thought Murdock started good, landed a couple decent shots early in the first round, made it ugly, tied him up. You know, to me, that could go either way to swing round. I'm giving it to Murdock. She's giving it to Zach Parker. But yeah, that's what it is. For those of you that are here, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you support the channel. Make sure you make your plans later on. Don't make any plans later on. Come here for the Adam Kanaki rapper Hellenius live fight reaction. It's gonna be a hell of a lot of fun. But here we go. Round 2 of Rohan Murdock versus Jono Carroll. I need to give you a drink, guys. So give me 1 second.
He's always happy to talk, and that's what you need. That, you know, weight is one of the things that, allied with long mobility, can make you an attractive main event fighter. You have to sell it. You have to sell yourself.
All right, so good body shots here from Zach Parker.
Just that kind of range there, and he got caught up.
Yeah, it looks like Zach Parker beginning to find his range a bit better here in the second round.
Yeah, and I think Parker landed some good jabs to the body and those right up on the left.
Rohan Murdock putting that jab out there, trying to upset the apple cart tonight. Come on, Rohan. We want to see upsets. To hell with the prospects.
It's key that Parker doesn't allow him to bully you up close, and he sticks it, hurts into the body, keeps putting those shots into the body.
It looks like Zach Parker's trying to set up a right hand because he's touching up to the stomach. His head off the side over here to the line. So like you'll see he'll jab, but his head won't stay there. He'll jab and then move his head off the line. And what I think that's doing, he's trying to bait Murdock into throwing a real long shot and missing. And then when he does, he wants to come over the top of the right hand. Good body shot there by Rohan Murdock. You know, because Parker's over here shelling up. You don't want to do that too much. That's how you get beat up. And if you ain't up on game, Dr. Dre is the name. I'm ahead of my game. Let's see. Taking my time to perfect the beat. And I still got love for the streets. It's the DRE. Here we go. The stream had a bit of technical difficulties there for a second, but we are back. 1 minute left here in the second round between Zach Parker and Rohan Murdock. Good jab there from Murdock. And now Murdock, he looks like he's loosening up now. He's feinting downstairs. He's giving a lot of foot feints and shoulder feints and changing levels. And Zach Parker is doing something smart too. He's changing levels with him. And right there, Murdock threw a 3-punch combination, and Zach Parker made him miss all of them. Good defense there by Zach Parker. So, an interesting fight so far between the two. An interesting fight between the two fighters thus far. Good jab there from Murdock.
Looking to try and get on the jab. He does keep those hands quite low as they both throw lead left hands. Neither one really landed.
Yeah, really not between it. There's not a lot between them at this stage. Parker maybe just landing a few more jabs and a couple of good body shots.
Good defense here by Zach Parker.
very close.
All right, so to me, that's gotta be that's another swing round because Murdock is doing good work in spots, but Parker's showing great defense as well. But Parker's not really initiating a lot of offense off of his defense, so that could be to me another swing round. But I'll give the slight edge in that round to Murdock. I think so. I got Murdock up 2-0, but I could easily see a 1-1 card or 2-0 in Zach Parker because really neither one of them is doing anything to separate themselves. Neither one of them is doing anything to separate themselves in this round. Oh, Josh Warrington and Ben Davison are ringside at the fights tonight. Shout out to them.
Well, that's just Warrington in conversation with Ben Davison. Davison's new fighter.
Oh, Lawrence Okoli. School Lawrence Okoli. Isaac Chamberlain all day.
Who comes to ringside tonight. He's already been in the ring, of course. Anthony Fowler, shortly though it was, but there's plenty of others dotted around. Luke Campbell, I've seen here as well.
All right. Round number 3.
It's always a good sign when you see pros.
There you go. There you go. Good right hander from Rohan Murdock. And Rohan Murdock, he's real loose right now. He looks like the loosest of the two fighters. And a counter right hand there from Rohan Murdock. Rohan Murdock showing him skills. He's putting them hands on Zach Parker. He wants all the smoke. Come on, Rohan. Come on, Rohan. There you go. He's freaking like Joe Cal. He's like a bootleg Joe Calzaghe right now. He's dropping his hands, moving his shoulders. Good jab, and then again by Rohan Murdock. Yo, Murdock looks like a real classy technical fighter right now. Zach Parker lands a jab of his own right there. Body shot there from Zach Parker. Ooh, okay. Good left hook there from Zach Parker up top. And an uppercut from Zach Parker. So Zach Parker working his way back into this round, having success of his own. Body shot from Zach Parker. And a jab there from Rohan Murdock. This is an even fight so far. Double jab right hand there from Zach Parker. This fight is heating up here in the third round. This is slowly but surely turning into a barn burner. And it's only getting better as the fight goes on. Good right hand there from Zach Parker. Good body shot there from Rohan Murdock. Here we go.
So far at this stage, he's having the better of it.
Yeah, he's standing his ground and he's matching him. He's actually having the better of this exchange on the inside. It was Murdock who's caught this far, and he's the one who wants it close and personal, but Parker actually having the better of it.
Zach Parker leaning at Rohan Murdock. Murdock catches him up top with a left hook.
He's just relaxed there. He's feeling that the referee
56 seconds left here in round 3 between Rohan Murdock and Zach Parker. Yo, where's all this movement and looseness coming from Rohan Murdock? He looks so relaxed in there. Good jab there from Rohan Murdock. Another jab from Rohan Murdock. And these are snapping Parker's head back. Good jab from Parker. But not his jabs aren't quite as sharp as Murdock. When Murdock lands a jab, it's snapping this dude's head all the way back.
You see both men thinking in there, trying to lure the other one into making a mistake.
Slightly slow jab there from Parker. Murdock immediately looked to try.
One of the latter stages of round 3 between Zach Parker and Rohan Murdock. Some great exchanges this round. That was probably, to me, that was Murdock's best round. All right, so at the end of 3 rounds, I got Rohan Murdock up 3-0. I mean, it's a close fight. It could really be going either way. Ben looks like Chris Jericho, Davison. Ben Davison doesn't look Chris Jericho. Yo, I'm gonna do the Chris Jericho. You guys remember when Chris Jericho used to come out and he used to do this? He used to do this bullshit right here. Remember Chris Jericho used to go like this? He used to go like this, and he's coming out like that. That was lit. Shout out to Chris Jericho. But a good fight so far here from Zach Parker and Rohan Murdock. It's a very close fight. I could see
Not much
You know,
misses.
I think Rohan Murdock is winning. You know, I'm very impressed with how loose and relaxed he is in there right now.
Slightly having the edge here, just slightly getting the better of it, but Murdock is getting on the front foot. He's looking to bring some heat, bring some pressure. He has had some success.
There you go. Good double jab there from Rohan Murdock.
There's really not a lot in these rounds, but I feel that the extra bit of quality is coming from Parker. Better.
Yo, what the fuck are these Sky? What are these Sky Sports announcers talking about? They're talking about Zach Parker saying he's doing the better work. What fight are they watching? How about this nuts?
It's a good fight.
It's a good fight, but Jesus.
Good lead left hook there.
Rohan Murdock is holding his ground. He's tying him up. He's walking him back. He's winning the battle of jabs. What are you guys talking about? We got it round 4 for Rohan Murdock and Zach Parker. It's been a good fight so far. Good jab there from Murdock. Good left hook there from Zach Parker. And Murdock has cut the distance. Right hand there from Murdock. That touched him right on the chin, but he didn't turn it all the way over.
Through round 4.
Yeah, good exchange there. Both men landing big shots. Parker landed some good left hooks, but Murdock landed 2 hard right hands.
I think Parker has come out the worst of that exchange, actually.
I froze?
A little bit of time here, and Murdock maybe doesn't quite realise it. Good left hand there for Murdock.
Yo, Rohan Murdock is piecing this dude up. Rohan Murdock is having his way.
Yeah, good left hook there from Murdock. Just Murdock leaned in as if to throw the jab and just turned the jab into a left hook. And, good body shot there, going up and down left hook, head and body.
Okay, I'm good. All right, good.
Murdock just trying to keep that head on the move, pushes him in again.
Yo, Rohan Murdock is taking this dude to school.
His best round of the fight so far by
Another jab from Murdock. Yo, Murdock is out here fighting like freaking Joe Calzaghe right now. He's got his hands like this. He's jabbing. He's dipping to his left. He's going out like that. He's fighting like the bootleg Joe Calzaghe right now, and I mean that like in a positive way. Good right hand and a turn. This man went. He said, jab, right hand, turn, threw a hook. Rohan Murdock is doing some beautiful boxing right now. He angles, relaxation. He's jabbing him up top, downstairs, mixing in the right hand, feinting.
Top the jab there for Murdock, and Parker just trying to keep that head on the move. And the jab gets through once more. Sticking the tongue out there, Murdock.
Yeah, Rohan Murdock is he's exposing Zach Parker. Good jab again from Rohan Murdock. Another one from Murdock. Yo, Zach Parker, his head's just on the line. Like, his head just stays right there. He needs to move his head.
Well, it's a good fight. It's a good fight to watch.
I got it 4-0 Murdock. 3-1 maybe, but 3-1 at worst. At worst.
He switched into the orthodox stance and he landed that lead left hook a couple of times.
Hello?
It was a good lead left hook from Parker, but then Murdock comes back with a couple of hard right hands. We slowed down a little bit after that.
My back, am I good?
He was landing some good jobs, some good jabs, sorry. His confidence was growing during the round. Certainly his best round of the fight. I thought when I won that round, a clear round for him. And Parker now has to make some adjustments here.
Hello? Let me see. Back. I should be good now. Let me see. Come on. Am I good, guys? I can't. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm freezing up like this. Why is everything so choppy? All right. So for the time being, guys, look. All right, so I'm back. I'm trying to see if my internet's any better now. Nope, I'm still kind of laggy. So hold on a second. All right, so I don't know what's going on, why my internet's acting the way it's acting, but you guys are just gonna have to bear with me. Check. All right, so I'm back. I'm not sure if the picture is any good. Let me see. All right, so I'm back. I'm not sure if the picture is any good. Listen, it's still my for whatever reason the internet's just trash. So we're just gonna bear with it here on True School Sports, and I'll be a bit choppy. I'll be a bit staticky if I have to be, because I'd rather just talk about boxing. But yeah, there you have it. Zach Parker ends the fight with a massive, with a stoppage victory in the 11th round. He stuck to his game plan. It wasn't the best of performances for Zach Parker. Murdock came out real strong, but as the fight went on, he began to pick his shots real well. He began to, just show the difference in class. But fair play to Murdock. Murdock boxed well early. He just couldn't sustain it. So it happens. It happens. I don't know why. It's really bothering me that early in the stream that I wasn't freezing early in the stream. Now, now I'm just frozen. I hope we don't have this problem later on for the hockey fight. But it is what it is. I don't know. My internet seems to work better at night anyway, so we'll see. We'll see. Anyway, I know I'm frozen, so before any of you guys are saying BT you're frozen, I know. But we're gonna bear with it. Unrivaled says refresh my StreamYard. Okay, well let's try that. Let's refresh the StreamYard. Let's see. I highly doubt that's gonna do anything, but let's see. Oh, yo, unrivaled boxing talk, yo. Thank you. It looks like I'm better. You're right. You're right. Yo, so you know what? Unrivaled. I think I owe you a super chat. So next time I see you live, next time I have some money to super chat, I'm gonna super chat you for this. That was big. That was big what you just did there. I had no idea you could do that. I had no idea that it was that simple. If I knew that, I would have just did it earlier. So Shay, you know what? Listen. Everybody right now, I like him anyway. I always show him love when I see him on here. Go subscribe to Unrivaled Boxing Talking News. He's a good guy. He's a good person. He's a good person. But yeah, for those of you who are just tuning in, Zach Parker has just stopped Rohan Murdock in the 11th round. It was a fight where Murdock came out real strong. I was even saying earlier in the fight, he was boxing so loose and boxing so clever and classy. He looked like a fake-ass Joe Calzaghe, and I mean that in a good way. And he was jabbing him, but his punches began to get a little wider, and they lacked sharpness as the fight went on. Parker's, I think his youth, his talent began to show as the fight went on. And he started to even beat up Murdock on the inside, which is something that Murdock was doing really good early in the fight. So he's now the WBO super middleweight intercontinental champion, which in the grand scheme of things doesn't mean a ton. It doesn't mean a lot. But what it does mean is that apparently somebody was telling me earlier that now he might be mandatory for the winner of Saunders Canelo or something like that. So I don't know if that's the case, but I know when you win a belt like this, usually it gets you close to or in the top 15. So we'll see. Yes, Unrivaled Boxing Talk is great. I agree. This is your time to be arrogant, champ. Be arrogant. Be arrogant. Anyway, it's your boy BT. We are live and we are progressing right through, just flying right through the Jono Carroll Scott Quigg card. This is the official live fight reaction for that card. I'm going to shut up. Let's listen to what Zach Parker has to say following his win over Rohan Murdock. Let's see.
It's a big win in the biggest fight of your career today. Just talk us through how happy you are with that performance.
Yeah, it was a good performance. Felt a bit flat at first, but I come in later in the late part of the fight and got a good stoppage in the end.
You had a really good end at the end of the 10th round. Just a few stress players went up from Rohan Murdock. Did you feel that going into the championship rounds that you could force the stoppage?
Yeah, I started boxing a bit more instead of trying to train a bit and use my jab a bit more. So yeah, it all went together and then got knocked out in the late stages.
We saw you looking at it on the big screen. We'll show it to you on this screen here now. You really look like you enjoyed it and closed the show in style.
Yeah. I love this. I love watching him back when you get there.
Talk us through it because you seem like to have a good finisher's instinct there.
Change that, or I started capturing a couple of shots on the ropes. Big left hook, I think it was at first, where right in, next bit where I'm getting close. That's it. Right hand, left, then another left.
Did you know you were hurting at that point?
Yeah, at that point. His started to slow down a bit, like slump down. Then when he tried to hold, I knew then, bang.
Bang.
How you felt coming in there, T, that they could exploit you on the inside, bring things up close. Just talk us through your tactics and how you felt that you dealt with that.
Yeah, he was trying to lay traps for me. I thought he was going to come straight forward, but I think I was being the aggressor in the fight. But my boxing abilities did it in the end. Instead of trying to fight too much, I started counter-punching a bit more and waiting for him a bit.
Just one word on the future. That was number 1 against number 2. Eddie Hearn asked you about Billy Joe Saunders in the week. How far away do you feel that you are from that level? And a lot of it depends on what Billy Joe Saunders is going to do if he's going to fight Canelo next.
Yeah, I want a world title shot as soon as possible. Obviously, I should be number 1 now, and mandatory for world title now. If Billy Joe wants to fight, if he's got Canelo fight, I'm ready.
Well done. Your hair looks great as well.
I want to say thank you for everyone coming out, all the dog supporters coming over, and everyone watching over. We got the W.
Well done.
All right, so there you have it. Zach Parker following the biggest win and the biggest fight of his career against Rohan Murdock. He gets the 11th round stoppage. He's now the WBO Intercontinental middleweight champion, something like that. So now, they asked him about potentially fighting a Billy Joe Saunders, and that could be on the docket for him next if the Canelo fight doesn't happen, or maybe after the Canelo fight. I don't know, but we do know that Zach Parker will be. He's not that far from fighting for a world title, so. Good fighter, solid guy. I like the composure he showed. Now he didn't panic early on in the fight when Rohan Murdock was boxing his ears off, because he was. Murdock had some moments early in that fight, but good composure, good game plan. Fair play to him. Nothing bad to say about Zach Parker. All the best to him as he moves forward with his career. But it is your boy BT. We are live here on True School Sports for the Scott Quigg, Jono Carroll live fight reaction, our first of 2 live fight reactions here on True School Sports today. Obviously, the big one is tonight with Adam Kalnaki, Robert Helenius in the big PBC heavyweight card. So we have that. Make your plans for that. Get your snacks, get your Echo Falls, get your popcorn, get whatever snacks, whatever you like to drink on, and whatever you like to sip on. Get all that ready and get all that prepared, because it's going to be a great night of boxing. As it's been a fantastic afternoon of boxing. The fights. Well, actually, I wouldn't say a fantastic afternoon. I mean, it's going to be watching boxing, but the fights have been pretty. With the exception of that last one-sided, Anthony Fowler fought a guy that didn't look like he knew what he was doing. Never boxed before. What's his name? Rashon, Matty, same thing. So a couple of mismatches. A good fight with Rohan Murdock and Zach Parker, and I'm not sure if fight is next. But I would anticipate that Hughie Fury should be fighting soon. So that's what we really came here for on True School Sports. But make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already. And let's get to some comments. Let's acknowledge some folks. Let's go, champ. I'm turned up right now. I still my motherfucking Matchroom boxing wristband on from the Mikey Garcia fight last week. I'm lit. I'm lit right now. Okay. Let's see. Did I miss anything? Did I miss any comments? Ruben Crespo, what's up, champ? He says, put the boxing gloves. My man, One SSS. Shout out to One SSS. He's always here. Is this like WWE? They have secondary belts. Yeah, pretty much. That's how it's going, champ. And Mayor Nike says, who is win and where is better? I'm not sure I don't know what you're asking me, but if you're asking who's going to win the main event, I'm going with Jono Carroll. I'm going with Jono Carroll to win via decision, close decision, who would be majority or split. I think that's a pretty safe bet. Oh, Ruben Crespo, shout out to you for the $4.99 super chat. I mean, for some reason I can't see it on StreamYard, but I see it right here on my screen. Appreciate you, Ruben. God bless. God bless, Ruben. We got my best friend in the world, my best friend in the entire world. Everybody who's here, say shout out to my man Paul from FNF Live. Paul is my boy. We grew up in Dania Beach together. He was my roommate for a number of years. We're in the trenches in Dania Beach. Shout out to 6th Street, 7th Street, and 8th Street, and Sheridan Street, all the streets that we grew up on. Shout out to Paul. He says, bro, where's Pops? I need to talk about food. Pops is out with Lulu, my stepmother. Pops is out with Lulu, his wife, and they are out at I don't know where they're at. They're running errands of some sort. So he'll be here later on tonight, Paul. I'm gonna be live again tonight for the heavyweight card. Adam Kanaki, who's another fellow fat boy, so you might want to check out Adam Kanaki, Paul. I know you like to support the fat dudes like Andy Reid, so check out Adam Kanaki tonight. He's fighting Robert Helenius. He'll be here for that one. But right now we're live for the UK card. There's a UK card going on right now with Jono Carroll and Scott Quigg, but nothing's going on right now. So yeah, man. But lots of great stuff is coming up here on True School Sports. I mentioned Stacey McKinley earlier, so be on the lookout for that. I mentioned Jesse Robbins earlier, so be on the lookout for that. I'm going to a couple gyms early in the week, so be on the lookout for that. But there's also a couple of interviews that I'm working on. I want to start getting into the live interviews. So next week, I'm not going to disclose who it is, but I'm shooting next week to do 2 live interviews, and I got to get some agreements and some times, some dates confirmed. But when they do get confirmed, you guys will know about it. Let's see. We got there's only one Tyson Chicken Nuggets. Who's your favorite guest to be on live? Like, who would I have who would I love to have on live? I'd love to have Anthony Joshua on live, but that's kind of hard. Maybe let's see. I mean, Tyson Fury would be great to have live. There's a lot of people I like to interview live. Bo would be great to have on live. List goes on and on. Leonard Sterling asks, has Isaac Chamberlain left Al Haymon? He's back over in the UK. Well, Isaac is actually training here in Miami. I just talked to Isaac 2 days ago, and it looks like he's actually went ahead, and according to him, it looks like he's went ahead and he's changed trainers because something, I don't know what, I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. I know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's not for me to really say. It'll come out there later. But it looks like for the time being, he's split with Jorge Rubio, and he's actually training now with Glenn Johnson. So he's left Jorge Rubio's gym. He's training now at Glenn Johnson. He's still in Miami, but he'll be fighting in the UK on March 28th. And 3 weeks from today, he'll be fighting. So I'm not sure what his training situation is looking like, but looks like he has split for the time being with Jorge Rubio, and he's with Glenn Johnson at the moment. As for Al Haymon, I think he's kind of doing what Daniel Jacobs did, because as many of you know, Al Haymon is still technically Daniel Jacobs' advisor, but Eddie Hearn is his promoter. But Al Haymon's not really controlling his career to the point where he can't make his own decisions. So I think he's going that route. Al is his advisor because he did sign an advisory contract, but he also recently signed a promotional deal with Hennessy Sports in McHennessy, so he'll be fighting on Channel 5. His next 2 fights are already scheduled for this month, March 28th in Coventry on the Craig Richards undercard, and then April 25th in Crystal Palace, London. So those are his next 2 dates. Ruben Crespo says, by any chance, have you seen Dante's Boxing Nation's video on Fury's glove? No, I haven't. I don't watch Dante's Boxing Nation. I haven't watched Dante's Boxing Nation in about 3 or 4 years. I don't watch those propaganda channels. I don't watch those channels that spew trash, that spew garbage, that spew nonsensical bullshit that has nothing to do with the sport of boxing. So with that being said, no, I haven't watched it. If you can enlighten me on what he's saying very, very soon, because honestly, people keep bringing it up so many times in my comment section. I'm going to make a video about the Tyson Fury glove and PED allegations, and when it happens, I'm ethering everybody. Nobody's safe when that video comes out. I want all the smoke when that. So I'm going to drop that video sometime during next week, because I'm sick of everybody asking me when I go live, when I put out a video, and they say, BT, have you seen this about Fury's gloves? BT, what's going to happen when Fury's B sample comes back? And he hasn't tested positive. He hasn't tested positive for any PEDs. There's nothing wrong with his gloves. It's just salty Wilder fans propagating a bunch of nonsense to discredit what was an absolutely picture perfect virtuoso ass whooping from Tyson Fury. So that's my opinion on the matter. So I hope I answered your question to the best of my abilities, Ruben. What do you think? You know, what do you think? The question I should ask you, Ruben. What do you think about Tyson Fury, the glove allegations with Wilder? What do you think about him? Do you think there's any legitimacy to him? Because I don't. I mean, like, let's just, look. I boxed enough to know, and I've had all kinds of different boxing gloves. I've worn all kinds of different boxing gloves. Do you know how hard it is to take your wrist, to take your hand, put it in the middle of the glove, and okay, so your hand's only halfway up the glove, but your wrist isn't, your knuckles aren't sticking out, and you gotta basically punch them with your hand halfway down the glove. So basically, when you punch like that, that's like cuffing your punches, which is the worst thing to do in boxing. So what the LDBC and all the fans are arguing is that Tyson Fury he beat Deontay Wilder cuffing his punches, and if that's the case, then that just means Wilder is even more shit than we thought. So that's just the fact of the matter, whether you like it or not. Anyway, let's see. Is there anything going on with Carroll versus Quigg? No, there's nothing going on with Carroll versus Quigg. So you guys, give me your comments down below. Make sure you smash that like button, do all that good stuff, subscribe. Jairo Galvez, shout out to my main man, Jairo Galvez. He's always supporting the channel. He comes on here live sometimes with me. He says, I'm the real champ, BT. You ducking. Hashtag undisputed. Yeah, man, I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke, man. He showed a video of Fury's old fight where the ref caught him doing it. Okay. I'll check it out, man. I'll check it out because honestly, the thing is, I don't even want to like click on these guys' videos because I don't even want to give them the ad revenue. I don't even want to give them the view. Like, I know that's petty, and I know like if the video is popular, it's gonna get views anyway. But like, I don't even want to give them the AdSense revenue. So that's why. So I don't know. I mean, I'll have to check it out for myself. But like, I'll be honest with you, I really don't want to because I don't want to give these clowns any ad revenue whatsoever. They're getting enough. They don't need it from me. Let me see. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, shout out to Leonard Sterling. That's what I'm saying. The Nevada State Athletic Commission looked at the gloves, signed off on the gloves. So if there was truly a problem, if there was a problem with the gloves, something would have been done right before the fight happened with the commission. Okay, that's number one. Number two, if VADA really did catch Tyson Fury, which they didn't, that was a meme, right? Let's just call a spade a spade. Somebody made a meme and they took Mauricio Sulawan's Instagram account and they said that Tyson Fury has tested positive, right? Then they put like a sentence down, way down the tweet, and it said he's tested positive for being an absolute fucking legend. So what the LDBC did is they don't read, like most of them don't read enough they didn't read the whole tweet. So what they did was they read the top part of the tweet and they said, oh my God, he tested positive for PEDs. This guy's a cheater. He's a fraud. We knew he couldn't be Bronze Bomber, but they didn't read the last part. So they're just idiots. And then you get Blue Blood Sports. You get Blue Blood Sports talking about, yeah, I have sources. I have multiple sources saying that, Tyson Fury cheated and at the B sample. Yeah. His sources is his motherfucking uncle off the street at the barbershop. That's his source. We don't want to hear that bullshit. Wilder got folded up because he just wasn't the better fighter. But I don't even want to talk about that right now. I feel like we talked enough about Fury Wilder. And I'm going to talk about it some more during the week. So there's no need to rehash it right now. Let's focus on the card that we have in front of us. Right now, oh, snap. The main event is here. Hughie Fury is on his way to the ring. Let's go. Hughie Fury back in action. Speaking of the Furies. That song is fire.
Bulgarian, 25 years old, very experienced, really good amateur too. I just feel at that stage in his career now where he just needs a bit of confidence, he needs a bit of momentum, just needs to put a few wins together before he goes straight back in there at world level.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Manchester Arena here in Manchester, England, live on Sky Sports and DAZN, Eddie Hearn.
Zach Parker versus Rohan Murdock fought. Was a good fight. Zach Parker stopped in the 11th round. What was the other one? Rashon Matty stopped that dude in 2 rounds. And that was really it. You didn't miss much. Now Hughie Fury's fighting. Hughie Fury's fighting. So listen, we don't want to talk about Tyson Fury right now. Right now it's about Hughie Fury. Hughie Fury's back in action. Back again. He wants all the smoke.
10 rounds of boxing scheduled in the heavyweight division.
That's right, the big boy division.
Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, standing with his head trainer at Veselin Karayosa. He wears the red, white, and blue.
That's right.
He scaled 17 stone, 5 pounds, 4 ounces.
17 stone on your ass.
11 victories against 2 defeats. He has 6 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Hills in Czech Republic, here is the tough and formidable Pavel. Pavel Sauer. Here is the tough and formidable Pavel. Pavel Sauer. Sauer. And his opponent fighting.
Shout out to Peter Fury, his trainer.
He stands with his head trainer, Peter Fury.
Peter Fury, let's go.
Solid black trunks. He scaled at already 17 stone, 7 ounces. His professional record. 17 stone, 7 ounces. His professional record, 23 victories, 3 defeats. He has 3 coming by way out. 7 ounces. His professional record, 23 victories, 3 defeats. He has 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing the former British and WBO, Fury.
Hughie Fury, let's go. Hughie Fury back in action. For those of you wondering, Hughie Fury is fighting right now. I'm not sure the main event is next, but I know it's close because Hughie Fury was pretty deep into the card. So, yeah, it's your boy BT. We're live here for Scott Quigg versus Jono Carroll. Hughie Fury back in action in the heavyweight division, trying to climb his way up the ranks and be somewhat of a factor, be relevant. I forgot who he's fighting. He's fighting some guy. It's some tune-up fight. And now the stream is tripping.
Months on from that unanimous decision defeat to Russian powerhouse Alexander Povetkin, Hughie Fury returns to the ring in a match that was slated for Monaco at the end of November that takes place here.
All right, so round 1, Hughie Fury returns to the ring. He's in the black trunks and back in action against this guy's name. Pavel Sauer. Okay, he's fighting Pavel Sauer in a 10-rounder. So Hughie Fury in the white trunks, Pavel Sauer in the red, white, and blue trunks to represent his country, Russia. It's very important that Fury win this fight. You know, he's had some, he's fought some of the top guys in the division like Povetkin and Joseph Parker and come up short. So he's trying to make a name for himself. Obviously, his brother or his cousin is the best heavyweight in the division, the best heavyweight in the world by 10,000 miles. And obviously, he's not as good as him, but he wants to make a name for himself, and he wants to show the world that, hey, there's more than one type. There's more than one Fury that you should be paying attention to in the heavyweight division. But so far, not much doing. You got Hughie Fury overshooting the right hand, getting a little rough, mauling Pavel Sauer. Hughie Fury.
One of the big prospects on the world scene.
Good defense there by Hughie Fury. Pavel Sauer out here clubbing with that right hand, just missing. There you go. Hughie Fury switches from orthodox to southpaw.
Yeah, very much so. I mean, Hergovic, a very big puncher, so I wouldn't read too much into that with Sauer getting knocked out. That's a good hard.
Yeah, it is worth noting that Pavel Sauer did fight Filip Hrgovic. So this is a former Filip Hrgovic victim.
Gets his hands up there and blocks and parry shots. But we'd like to see a bit more imagination, a bit more aggression, a bit more offensive skill coming from him, a bit more urgency.
Good jab there from Hughie Fury.
A bit more spectacular, maybe.
And a body shot there from Hughie Fury. Okay, here, so Hughie Fury picking his shots real nicely so far for the first 2 minutes. Oh, and a good left hook off the ropes from Hughie Fury. There you go. Pavel Sauer, he's telegraphing everything. Like he's got like these happy feet. He's like jittery. He's like real jittery, and then like he's real jittery, and then he's telegraphing everything. He needs to settle down, Pavel Sauer.
That's what we want to see, and I think he needs to be a bit more adventurous. He's got to be.
There you go, decent jab there from Hughie Fury. Touching him, just touching him right now. overshoots the right hand. Pavel Sauer. There you go. Pavel Sauer with a straight right hand down the pipe. That one grazed Fury a bit.
Only the 2 defeats on the record. Fury, Alex, it's a good shot. Beautiful backhand, straight down the pipe from Fury.
Hughie Fury's fighting out of the southpaw stance, so he's looking to shoot that left hand down the pipe. Back to orthodox for Hughie Fury. Oh, good right hand. Good short right hand there by Hughie Fury.
Sharp start from Fury and aggressive from Sauer. It's a decent first round.
It depends. I might, Paul. I'm not sure yet. It depends how much time there is between now and the other card, because I wanna at least get like a hour break before the other card at 8 p.m. So if this ends and there's some time, yeah, I'll probably go on live with a couple of viewers. My man Ruben Crespo says, "Yo, is there any info on your merchandise?" Yes, I'm going to buy a t-shirt machine within the next couple of months, and then I'm gonna start printing them at home. And then when I print them at home, I'm gonna make a list of people I want to send them to, like as far as like loyal subscribers, fighters, things like that. So you'll get one, Ruben. Don't worry. Yeah, there's definitely levels to this game. Like Hughie Fury, I don't look at him and see a guy that's a world level contender or a guy that will threaten, even the guy like Wilder. Like I think in fact, you know what? I feel like he'd be the perfect guy for a fighter like Wilder, to go in there and get some momentum against, because like he's really slow. He hasn't got a lot of punching power. There's not really anything you could pick out with Hughie Fury and say he does this one thing great, Jairo Galva says, "I'm still waiting on the on Pop's authentic orange shirt." He wants my dad's shirt. It's funny. My dad's like a mini celebrity these days. He's bigger than me. So right now, for those of you wondering, I don't know what the hell is going on with the stream. This crack boxing stream's bullshit just stopped working. So I guess for now we'll just have to talk. So you guys drop your questions down below. I'll answer whatever you want while I sit here and try to figure out what happened with the stream, because yeah, man, like we were watching Hughie Fury box this big stiff Russian, and now we can't watch Hughie Fury box a big stiff Russian. So I'm pretty upset about that, because crack boxing stream letting us down in a major way right now. But for those of you who are just tuning in, that didn't hear me say this earlier, I'm going to be live again later on for the Adam Kaunaki versus Robert Helenius fight. So if you're more interested in that, make sure you're here for that later on. Now we're gonna press pause on this crack boxing stream because it's just not cutting the mustard. It's not getting it done. We're gonna go to VIP Box or VIP League, and let's see if VIP or VIP League. Let's see if they're gonna do the job for us. Let's see. Please work, damn it. Please work. There we go. I think we got a stream to work, but I'm not sure how good the stream is going to be, so bear with me, people.
Well, did Tyson do just a couple of weeks ago in Vegas, one of the great performances.
Shut up, Pyro. He didn't throw a 4-punch combination, did he? He didn't throw a 4-punch combination.
Anthony Joshua, of course, defends his belts against Kubrat Pulev in June. Mouth-watering when, and I say when.
What is TTC merch? Keen as on TTC merch. What does that mean?
Share the ring, of course, with Kubrat Pulev.
All right, so Pavel Sauer, he's doing what he can. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I kind of want this fight just to be over with, because Pavel Sauer and Hughie Fury are both slow, stiff, and don't do much.
But I think what we need to say again, he's looking to bang that right hand down. Good shot.
Oh my God, bro. I forgot how boring Hughie Fury was, because I legit have not watched Hughie. I have not watched or cared to watch a Hughie Fury fight since he fought, I think, Povetkin. I mean, he's overshooting all of his punches, and this guy is Sauer. He's right there for him to hit, and he's overshooting everything.
And then the fans love knockouts. And Fury here
I'm sure wants to deliver one. What can Sauer do? Still game, isn't it? Yeah, still game, still good, still trying to come forward.
Oh! Hughie Fury just dropped Pavel Sauer with a right hand at the end of round 2. And Pavel Sauer is up. And he is good. And that is the end of the second round. So good exclamation point with the second round for Hughie Fury. Big right hand though. It's a good right hand. Right on the equilibrium on the ear.
Hard right hands in these first 2 right hands, but that one was a really well timed right hand, bang up the chin, almost underneath the ear, right up the jawbone there. Great shot. And that'll do his confidence a lot of good. It's been a good 6 minutes, hasn't it? Yeah, really good. It's been full of content, full of purpose. He's landed a lot of right hands. You can see he's looking.
Oh yeah, yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt about it, Gareth. I'm gonna definitely get some. I'm just waiting to get some money for this T-shirt machine. So probably by like by the middle, I'm gonna say by the summertime, there should be some progress with that. I haven't bought the T-shirt machine yet. Oh, Hughie Fury just hit Pavel Sauer with another right hand, and that one staggered him. He just staggered him, and there he goes again. So Hughie Fury has just dropped Pavel Sauer again here in the third round. They throw the towel in. Pavel Sauer's team has thrown the towel in, and Hughie Fury gets a dominant third round stoppage over the Russian Pavel Sauer. So good showing for Hughie Fury. Thank God it's over. Yeah, so Hughie Fury back in the win column. But what I was saying, Gareth, is right now, like I'm next month I'm gonna be doing a lot of traveling. Next month I'll let you guys in on what I got planned for next month. So next month I'm gonna apply for a press pass to Mauricio Regis Prograis. I believe I will get in. So I'm going to that fight. I've just applied yesterday for a press pass to Inoue Casimiro. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get into that one, but I am gonna go to Las Vegas. So we're going to Maryland. We're going to Las Vegas. We're going to LA. I just bought my ticket to LA yesterday. I'm going to Dallas. I plan on going to Dallas for like 2 or 3 days. I gotta make a pit stop there and pay somebody a visit. And then I might be going to Chicago after that. And then after that, I'm coming back home to South Florida. So I'm going to like 4 or 5 cities next month. So I say that to say this. I'm doing a lot of traveling next month. Probably the month after that, I'm gonna buy my T-shirt machine. And when I buy the T-shirt machine, I'm really gonna be here in the house because I've been doing my homework over the last couple of months on how to print T-shirts. I'm gonna print when I say like hundreds, I mean hundreds of True School Sports T-shirts, hoodies, all kinds of stuff. And then once that happens, you guys will get an update. You'll get a video of some sort. So just be patient. Be patient with me. Bear with me. But yeah, Hughie Fury has gotten the stoppage over Pavel Sauer. And we continue to patiently await the main event. By the way, let me know in the comments. Is there anybody on here who wants to come on live and talk about this card or whatever for like 30 minutes? And it's only gonna be 30 minutes because then I have to get off and I gotta shoot some other video. I gotta shoot some other videos. I gotta get some rest. I gotta eat and then prepare for the second live fight reaction because this shit gets really tiring. This light is like, I don't know if you guys. These lights are really bright. I'm talking to you guys. I'm keeping my eye on what's going on. So that, like my brain is constantly moving. But yes, Hughie Fury did win. He scored a third round stoppage over Pavel Sauer. It was a fight where Pavel Sauer really didn't do much, and Hughie Fury just had his way and did whatever he wanted to do. So listen, whenever he does his interview, I'll put the volume on so you guys can hear what Hughie Fury has to say in regards to his performance against the Russian Pavel Sauer. I mean, he doesn't even look happy that he doesn't even look like he's happy that he won. Hughie Fury, he just looks like he's just okay. I won, cool. That's right. One step at a time, bro. One step at a time, Sheehy. We're getting there. You see the improvements on the channel. We're going to fights. You guys can actually hear me clearly on my audio now. We got the StreamYard stuff going. So listen, gradual improvements. Gradual improvements. All right, so yeah, Hughie Fury is about to get interviewed, so I'm going to put the volume up. Here it is, guys. So here's Hughie Fury talking to Sky Sports, I think, right? He should be talking to Sky Sports. Let me see. Are we getting a Hughie Fury interview? Oh, Chelsea versus Everton tomorrow. That's gonna be a good one. Everton needs that win tomorrow really badly. Let's see. Is there an interview with Hughie Fury? Or is that a no? Let's see.
And a big performance that from Hughie Fury.
Here's Hughie Fury, guys. So here's Hughie Fury after the fight.
Congratulations. You promised in the build-up this fight will not go the distance. It hasn't. You stopped a man who's only been stopped once in very good company. Put it into words, how are you feeling about the performance tonight?
Yeah, like I said, it was still a lot more improvement to do. It was just let off a bit of steam, obviously, from the last fight, so it was very relaxed in there. And I just want to say a big thanks to my dad, Eddie, and Sky, and Peter Clark for doing the strength conditioning, the team, Curry, and if I missed anyone, Gaines Kitchen as well. I just want to say thank you very much for all the people who's helped me, especially, again, Peter Clark with the strength conditioning.
What did you do differently tonight in the build-up from a physical point of view and a mental point of view that made such a difference?
Like I say, I've been working on a lot of things with my dad, obviously switching up with the southpaw, giving me more rhythm with my feet and my hands as well. So, like I say, I'm definitely feeling a lot stronger in myself, and I'm letting the shots go a lot better as well. But like I said, you only see minor in there. There's a lot more to come, and I'm improving all the time. Like I say, the big factor is this man here, my dad. He's the one that's put everything into me. He's the one that gives up on me, and like I said to you, he's the mastermind.
Peter, as a trainer, but also as a father, I just want to know how proud you are of you tonight. Can you just expand on what you said there? You've obviously gone away and worked on things physically and mentally. Did we see the benefits of that tonight?
Yeah, sure. He's getting older. Like I said, he's just turned 25. When he fought Pavel, he was 16 stone. Now he's weighing in at 17 stone 1. You can see he's still in good shape. So like I said, he needs to relax, take his time, build into it. Unfortunately, Pavel didn't last long enough to see exactly what he's got. So I just told him, take his time and just relax, and just wait for your shots. And he's sitting on his shots a lot better. And I'm sure he's ready for a lot higher opposition than this, because when he steps down, you can see what he does here. You know, he just patches them.
You mentioned, both of you, that you've been working on boxing southpaw. What difference has that made?
It's made a huge difference, because in the southpaw stance, he can get his shots off a lot better. And he's naturally left-handed. So that's been the reason why he couldn't get the right off so good. But now he's been working, it's funny really, because now he's been working on the southpaw and getting the shots off. Now he seems to get the right a lot better off as well. So it's just because he's on his natural side, and he's he's moving up and down. So I'm very impressed with it.
Eddie Hearn, Hughie's only 25 years old, but 27 fights. Peter touched on it there. He drops down a level, and that's what he's capable of doing. You've matched him very hard since he's been with Matchroom. How do you plan on moving it now in the future as you move forward?
Well, he's had 2 fights with us. The first fight was supposed to be like that. He chose to fight Povetkin, which shows you the balls on the man. You know, if you look at his age, what he's done, he fought Joseph Parker in this arena, he fought Alexander Povetkin, he fought Kubrat Pulev in Bulgaria. So we know he's always up for a big fight. Tonight, he showed the things he's been working on. Tonight, he did everything that he said he was going to do. And I thought it was a great performance against a guy who's extremely durable. There are levels to go up, but I think what he's been working on with Peter is, you know, he's going to get better and better, especially with the experiences he's had. You know, you can't knock his resume at this age. He's gone in with absolutely everyone he's been asked to do. Now I think 2020 is an important year. That was a nice win. We want to move on now to the U6 Chizora card or the AJ card. That'll be his next fight, and a nice step up from there. Now I believe he can go on and challenge and win world titles. But now we're going to do it the right way. Like the Povetkin fight was a ballsy thing to do, but maybe not the right thing to do at the time. But this was the right thing to do. We're going to do it right, get it right. And he's a very, very strong contender from the UK in the heavyweight division again. Very talented, super young, got a great team behind him. And I believe there's plenty left in the tank from Hughie Fury. And I think this year's going to be a big year onto a big fight in the summer.
Peter, Hughie, well done. Congratulations.
All right, so let me sit up now. All right, so that was Eddie Hearn and Hughie Fury. Eddie Hearn right now, you know, he makes some fair points. You know, Hughie Fury, for a guy his age, has been in there with a lot of guys, top level guys. We talk about Pula, we talk about Povetkin, we talk about Joseph Parker, and who knows? Maybe there is room to grow for Hughie Fury, but he did score a third round stoppage against Pavel Sauer. He did his thing. Apparently, he's gonna box on either the Joshua Povetkin card or he will be boxing on the Dillian White or Chisora Usyk card, which I think is official. So, you know, they're saying he's going to get into a big fight in the summer. I'm not sure with who, but, you know, we'll definitely be keeping tabs on Hughie Fury here on True School Sports. For those of you wondering how he looked, you know, he looked good. He looked fantastic against that level of opposition. You know, Pavel Sauer has only been stopped by Hrgovic, but he's not really a guy you would class as a world level contender or, you know, anything like that. So hey, fair play to him. 3-round stoppage, dominant performance, multiple knockdowns. You couldn't really ask for much more from Hughie Fury. But it's your boy BT. We are live here on YouTube for the Scott Quigg versus Jono Carroll live fight reaction. Make sure you guys smash that like button if you haven't done so already. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Super chat if you haven't done so already, if you feel led to. And it's been an okay card. You know, hasn't been anything crazy. It's been your prototype, you know, showcase matchroom boxing card where you have about 3 or 4 mismatches in the UK. And you have one solid fight, and you just kind of hope for the main event to be good. But this card, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is the kind of card that tomorrow I'm gonna forget about. Like, I'm gonna forget about this. Unless Quigg versus Carroll is a really good fight, I'm gonna forget about this entire card. By Tuesday, I won't even be thinking about this card anymore. So that's just my blunt, unbiased assessment so far of the night. You know, Anthony Fowler scored a win earlier. You know, and he looked okay against the likes of Theophilus Tetith, who had really beaten nobody, and his claim to fame was getting stopped by John Ryder in 5 rounds. So, I mean, I guess if you want to take a positive for Anthony Fowler earlier, it's that he stopped him quicker than John Ryder, but he wouldn't beat John Ryder. I'll tell you that right now. He would get smoked by John Ryder. No doubt about it. He gets smoked by John Ryder. And speaking of John Ryder, now that Canelo and Billy Joe Saunders is supposedly a done deal, if that is true, if Saunders is fighting Canelo on this, May 2nd, then great. Best news. Happy days. Because then that means Canelo Smith didn't get the fight, which means the door is wide open for him to give John Ryder his much-deserved rematch. So that's the fight we want to see. We want John Ryder versus Canelo Smith because John Ryder was brutally robbed in the fight with Canelo Smith, and Canelo Smith shouldn't get any big fights until he avenges that. Straight up. We got Pac-Man says Pac-Man versus DSG possibly. Yeah, Ruben, that would be a good one. Be a really good one. That's probably one of the best fights out there in the PBC stable for welterweights. She says this card is a mess. It is a mess. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know what it is, and maybe somebody out there can give me a new point of view and explain this to me. But I really feel like recently, as of recent, Eddie Hearn's American cards have far been better than the UK cards. Way better. Like last card, he's got Calliafy, Roman Gonzalez on the undercard. He's got Jay Harris versus Martinez, which was a banger on the undercard. You know, good fights on good fights on the level. You know, good main events. You know, even the fight coming up with Pro Grand Hooker, that's a good fight on its own. But then you got like Jessica McCaskill versus Cecilia Brickus for the undisputed fight in women's boxing. You've got Julia Sindongo versus Daniel Yulusnov in a step-up fight. You know, they put it on fantastically stacked cards in America. But then you go to the UK and it's like, yo, what is this? You got like Anthony Fowler versus Harry Scarf. You got these guys who couldn't last half a round. You know, just sparring sessions, glorified sparring sessions. And I don't know if Eddie Hearn is getting comfortable in England. I don't know what the issue is, but I just feel like they're not putting the best foot forward with these cards. A lot of these cards in England, but that's just my take. You guys give me yours in the comments down below. Ruben Crespo, shout out to you for the $2.99 super chat. I appreciate it, champ. I'll give you the fist bump. Champ. But yeah, man. So it looks like Jono Carroll versus Quigg is next. Let's see what the announcers are saying.
The thing is, he talks a good game. You'll see you match up everything the same.
I look to be entertaining. That's my job, to put bums on seats. This is strictly business to me. I just wait to go to war sometimes. I think it's just the Irish blood in me or something. I don't know what it is.
right. So right now, there's nothing going on. So we're just gonna give it some comments. We got let's see who we got. We got she says he's abandoned the Brits for the Yanks. That's right. He left England, he came home to America. You know, Eddie Hearn becoming one of America's adopted very own. No, I'm just joking. But I don't know. I almost feel like he has. Like I almost feel like he's gotten too comfortable because he's got so many. He's got so much control of the market in British boxing that he almost feels like he doesn't need to put on the best fighting the best over there. But like when he comes here, just look at the last couple of his own cards. Look at the pro grade hooker card coming up. Look at the last card they did last weekend in Dallas, and just most of his cards he does in America. They're matched a lot better than the ones in the UK. The ones in the UK are always the same for the most part. It's always like, you know, you get about 4 or 5 showcases, mismatches, and then you get one decent, maybe a good undercard, and then the main event is hit or miss. But in America, it's like sometimes you get 2 or 3 great fights in the undercard, and then the main event is not that good, or the main event is solid, and you get 2 good fights in the undercard. So it's just something. It's a pattern I've been picking up on with Matchroom and DAZN. But you know what? I got my wristband on still from last weekend. You know, shout out to Matchroom and DAZN if you guys can see it. Boom. Hyro Galvez says, I'm still waiting for those new intros. Well, I don't know if you noticed, I did get one new intro. I got Regis Prograde to say, hi, this is Regis Prograde, and you're watching True School Sports. I interviewed Regis Prograde. There's a 13-minute interview that I did Regis Prograde that'll be out on next Friday. So next Friday, for those of you that are here, next Friday, there will be an exclusive 13-minute interview with Regis Prograde that I did last week in Dallas. It's dropping on Friday, so be on the lookout for that. Crawford versus Spence, who you got? That's easy money, champ. Terrence Crawford all day. No doubt about it. Terrence Crawford, to me, arguably the best fighter in boxing. And I don't think Spence will be the same after the car crash, to be honest with you. But even if he was, I still don't think he'd beat Terrence Crawford. We got Hyro Galvez. He says, let's talk about Teofimo versus Loma. I am very inspired by Teofimo than how people look up to Ryan Garcia. So you're saying you're more inspired by Teofimo than you are Ryan Garcia. I mean, I just like him better. I like him better. I think Ryan Garcia is a bit corny to me. I'll be honest with you. I think he's a bit corny. I think he's got like a Backstreet Boys in sync type of vibe to me. I don't like Ryan Garcia for that reason. Reminds me of a Backstreet Boy or an NSYNC. He can fight. I'll give him that. He can fight, but for some reason he just reminds me of the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. Fucking pretty boy. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Well, let's talk about Scott Quigg versus Jono Carroll. This is a big fight in the careers. Both these guys. These are both fighters that I fought at world level. But neither one of them at the moment except Carroll. Carroll is ranked number 8 in the IBF 130-pound rankings. Quigg isn't ranked anywhere. So both these guys need this fight. You know, both these guys need this fight to push their career forward. I think if Quigg doesn't win this fight, his career might be done because, you know, he's the favorite going into this fight. It's a well-known fact that Carroll has no punching power. He is the Paulie Malignaggi of this division. He can't punch his way out of a white paper bag, but he is a skilled fighter. He does have some craft. He did give Tevin Farmer one of the toughest fights of his title reign before Jojo Diaz beat him. So I'm looking for Jono Carroll. If he's as good as he says he is, then, you know, I think he should get him out of there and beating him. Ryan, the king of boxing, Garcia. Oh God, the king of boxing. No, he's not the king of boxing. The king of boxing is Romo Gonzalez. Romo Gonzalez is the king of boxing. Let's go. The real TBE. But yeah, no, it's a big fight for these guys. My prediction for the fight is I think Jono Carroll scores an upset. He wins a close decision, and he outworks Scott Quigg in that fight. But wow, here's an ad for Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano. So let's play this.
She's just an absolutely brilliant example about how hard work, drive, determination, and a dream can get you to the very, very top. What a reception from the crowd.
without a doubt, a history-making fight. It is the best versus the best. Just how much do you watch that one?
I'm very excited about this fight. Kitty's someone who, Kitty is a hero. A hero to many people back home.
Market calendar is May 2nd. Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano, one of the biggest fights in the history of women's boxing. Let me know in the comments. You know, I got a video about this dropping later on today, but I would like to check the temperature and see what everybody has to say. What who do you guys favor in the Katie Taylor versus Amanda Serrano fight? Let me know. I'm going with Amanda Serrano. When does this fight start? I'm assuming any moment now because let me see. Yeah, it's gonna start really soon. So it is the next fight. We are a moment away. When the ring walks start, I'll let you guys know. Hyro says Roma had a spiritual entrance his last Saturday. I mean, yeah, he came out to a Christian worship song. I mean, he always comes out to the same song, some Christian song in Spanish. Because I remember when he fought Cuadras, the same song he came out to against Cuadras was the same song he came out to against Calio fight. So I'm gonna assume he probably does that for every fight. Who would have won Hamed versus Eric Morales? Eric Morales would have won. I think Eric Morales would have pieced him up.
He's fabulous. Simple as that. I just believe this is my time. This is my time to shine, and I will do it. I'm going to take him out, and people will take note. So hopefully that will get me in mind to fight for a world title.
There he is, Jono Carroll.
Ready to make his ring walk. He's been relaxed all week, taking it all in his stride. In fact, he's been absolutely loving it. He absolutely relishes these occasions, Johnny. He talks about timing, and he really, really does believe now is Jono Carroll's time.
I was just saying to Carl, I hope all this bravado, all this whitening up, poking, and
Oh, look, they're playing Sweet Caroline. They're playing Sweet Caroline in the UK right now.
It's the skin plan, because if he goes in there to toe-to-toe with me, it gives the man a chance
Was
to
in this
shut down
spring.
one. Because at this stage, he should be able to have boxing, box fighting. So I hope his tactics that he's dealing with.
Pacquiao would have folded up Evan Valero, I think, in my opinion.
It's going to be an interesting one.
And
It really is.
touching
I've
hands.
been this fight a long time ago. And I'm thinking it's been kind of similar the whole way through. I think it's going to be an extremely good fight. I think it's going to be very close. I'm still edging towards Jono. But I'm very excited about this. I've been excited for a long time. I think it's going to be a great fight. I think it might be one that people talk about for quite a long time.
What do you think it's going to come down to, though?
Personally, I think it might come down to freshness. The younger man, the fresher man, the one that's got into the man's head. I'm siding with Jono Carroll myself.
We're just seeing Jono and Scott Quigg on the scales. How did they both look to you yesterday?
Well, it's like I said before, I felt that Quigg looked...
Nah, Tyan Booth isn't coming back to YouTube. He started a channel on Patreon. So if you want to watch Tyan Booth, go to Patreon. But for those of you who are wondering, we are just moments away from the main event. A big domestic fight, a big domestic dust-up between Jono Carroll and Scott Quigg. It is your boy BT. This is the official Jono Carroll versus Scott Quigg live fight reaction. Give me your predictions down below. Let me know what city and what content you're watching from tonight, and I'll give you a shout out. My prediction is Jono Carroll by split decision in a close fight. But the atmosphere is picking up in the UK right now.
The worst thing you do, go there for the video, don't go there for 22 minutes, because all it's going to do is enhances what you do anyway, which is fine. And you look at him, he's being happy there. He's having touch-on wars every day. But that's not how you learn this job. That's not how you develop and get better as a boxer.
Talk about the period of inactivity in terms of Scott Quigg. Do you think that could affect things this evening?
Jono Carroll looking focused. He's looking serious. Come on, champ. Come on, Jono Carroll. Yeah, Hyro, after the fight, champ. I agree. Tyan Booth versus Hard Days. We need to see that. Grievous, what's up, champ? How you doing?
I'm going to push for a very quick prediction. Dave, you first.
Quigg by KO.
Jono Carroll, and I'm going to
Jono Carroll got the marijuana leaves on his robe. All right, here we go. Jono Carroll about to step into the arena. The crowd is booing the hell out of him.
Ladies and gentlemen, from one of the great fight cities of the world, Manchester, England. It's Saturday night, and we're ready to fight. Now, entering the arena from Dublin, Ireland, please welcome Jono King Kong Carroll.
That's right. Well, Jono Carroll, the underdog in this fight, a tough fringe contender, looking to make a statement tonight and take out Scott Quigg. He's really embracing the moment. He looks loose. I mean, he looks like he's the man stepping into the arena right now. He's incredibly confident, and that's what you need to be. You know, I know Jono Carroll has spent a lot of time in the gym recently with Tevin Farmer, and maybe his levels have went up since the Tevin Farmer fight. Maybe he's better than people think he is, and maybe this is the night that Jono Carroll announces himself to the 130-pound division, not just as a guy who shows up to give you a good fight, but as a tough contender. So we'll see. I'm picking him for the upset. He's Jono Carroll from Dublin, Ireland. Grivas has Quigg by destruction. Yeah, I don't think Tevin Farmer is touching another world title again. He's very fortunate to have become world champion in the first place, because when he got the belt, the division was incredibly weak. No, Quigg's an absolute warrior. Quigg is the clear favorite going into this fight, and for good reason. The safest bet would probably be a Quigg stoppage, but you know, I like Carroll. I think he has the character to score an upset in a close fight. I don't think he's the more talented fighter. I don't think he's a better fighter, but I think with Quigg being on his way down, with Quigg on his way out, with Carroll having given Farmer a tough fight, with Carroll having shown good character in the past, I see him being able to pull it out. So I'm gonna go with Carroll for the upset. The fight, for those of you wondering, the fight hasn't started. Jono Carroll just made his ring go off, and now Scott Quigg's about to make his. So make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, super chat, do all that good stuff. And we're having a good time here on True School Sports. That's right. Scott Quigg. All right, so here he is, the fighting pride of Bury, England, home of the now deceased Bury FC, RIP to Bury FC, Bury Football Club. But Scott Quigg, he's making his way to the ring, the former world champion. He's been in big fights before. He's been under the lights. He's fought Carl Frampton. He's fought Oscar Valdez. He's fought the who's who of the division. And now he's fighting Jono Carroll, a guy who is clearly below his level. But with him, you know, being in the twilight of his career, the question we have to ask is how much does Quigg have left? And tonight we're going to find out. But it's your boy BT. We're live here on True School Sports for Scott Quigg and Jono Carroll. We're just moments away. Eddie Hearn is in the ring, clapping up a storm. And we expect a good scrap between these two fighters.
A long time out of the ring. Time to prove what he has left in the locker.
I think Kobla took a dive against Carroll. Yes, to answer your question, yes. I think he took a dive.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Manchester, England, live on Sky Sports and DAZN for the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing scheduled in an international super featherweight contest. It's all being brought to you courtesy of Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing.
That's right.
Sponsored by William Hill, StubHub.
By the way, guys, and Andy Ruiz video just dropped on the channel. So if you want to watch, if you want to go see a video about Andy Ruiz and his weight problems, you can go check it out right now. It just dropped a minute ago.
Three judges scoring this contest from ringside. From Preston, Bill Edwards. From Fleetwood, Steve Gray. And from Watford, Bob Williams. Your timekeeper from Barnley is Gary Brennan. And at the sound of that, your third man in the ring, Pro Berry, A-star referee, Mr. John Latham. And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the four corners of the world.
That's right.
From the four corners of this ring right here in Manchester, England. The fight starts now.
Yeah, let's go, Tim. Let's go. Scott Quigg, Jono Carroll. The fight starts now. Fucking thing right now. Let's go. Come on, Jono Carroll. We want the upset. The All-Ireland champion on you fools.
Consisting of 17 victories, 1 defeat, 1 draw, and 3 wins.
17 1-1 on you fools.
Here's the former IBF European and IBF Intercontinental Super Featherweight Champion and former World Title Challenger, fighting out of Dublin, Ireland, ladies and gentlemen, Jono King Carroll. And his opponent across the ring is fighting out of the blue corner. He stands with his head trainer, Jono Gallagher. He wears the black with gold. He scaled at 89 stone 3 pounds 6 ounces. His professional record, 35 victories, 2 defeats, 2 draws, 26 big wins, coming by way of knockdown. Fighting out of Barry, England, ladies and gentlemen, here's the skill and experience, former WBA Super Featherweight Champion of the World.
8th round KO, TKO. Yeah, I hope it happens for you, man. I'm going for Jono Carroll. I want Jono Carroll to win. I grew to like Jono Carroll after the Tevin Farmer fight. I like him. Quigg is cool too, but I don't really feel good or bad about. I'm in kind of indifferent towards Quigg. He's just there. All right. So all the talking is done. All the promotional build-up is done. We are moments away from Scott Quigg versus Jono Carroll. This is the live fight reaction for Scott Quigg versus Jono Carroll. They're fighting in Manchester, England. It's a big night. It's a big occasion for these two as they look to build their careers. And here we go. Round 1 of Scott Quigg versus Jono Carroll. Quigg in the black trunks with marijuana leaves on them, and Quigg in just the black trunks. So, it's the Southpaw versus Orthodox matchup. This is a matchup where there was a lot of trash talking and bad blood that built up during the week. It's very critical for the careers of both fighters. Right now, you see a very patient Jono Carroll and Scott Quigg. Good pot shot there, going to the body there by Jono Carroll. It'll be very interesting to see how Scott Quigg handles the pressure of Jono Carroll, as he has proven in the past that he likes to fight that style. Good feint there by Jono Carroll, and then a left hand in the stomach there by Jono Carroll. Carroll doing a good job changing levels. Right now, so far, the more active of the two is Jono Carroll. Quigg ducking below the waist of Jono Carroll. Referee separates them after they got tied up there for a second. Good job of using angles with there by Jono Carroll. Jono Carroll's not landing anything crazy, but he is scoring some shots. And he's using a lot of angles on Scott Quigg. You know, thus far, early on in the first 90 seconds of the fight, this looks like a Jono Carroll who has even more craft. Oh, And Quigg lost his balance there. Okay. All right, Quigg lost his balance there for a second. Oh, good uppercut there from Jono Carroll. I caught him flush. I caught Scott Quigg flush. And Quigg, he's got to move his head off the line. He's over there. He's falling.
All
right, so we're back. Let me see if we're good. Let me see the quality's good. Well, in the second round, Jono Carroll clearly won the first round. I missed most of the second round, so I can't even score the second round. Who won the second round, guys? It sounds like Quigg had a better second round.
Trees building the UK's fastest 5G network. The future is cruising around in your driverless taxi.
Did you see the football last night?
Swiping right on AI Bay. Binging harder on space next space. Crushing Capaldi on command.
So yeah, right now we're more or less away from being, for the third round of Jono Carroll versus Scott Quigg. Your boy BT, we're live. Give me your guys' thoughts on the fight so far. She's got Jono Carroll 2-0. The fight scout says Jonah is good, but he's carrying pillows. Yeah, man. He's the Paulie Malignaggi of this division. And honestly, I might even argue that he's probably a lighter puncher than Paulie Malignaggi. He's got good craft, but he's an even lighter puncher than Paulie. So I mean, listen, you can't cure that. You either can punch hard or you can't. So he's doing the best with what he's got. So round 3, Jono Carroll and Scott Quigg. Good body shot there from Scott Quigg. A good left hook from Scott Quigg. Jono Carroll is complaining about what he perceives to be a low blow. And the referee proceeds to warn Scott Quigg. And the action progresses. Good feints there from Jono Carroll. Scott Quigg is just putting pressure on him. He don't respect his power. But Jono Carroll powers up a couple body shots there. And he comes to the top of the jab, Jono Carroll.
Once around and he went out to smarter than Fowler afterwards. So, utilise more experience on the road. And he's been telling us in the build-up this is his time.
Yeah, no, he's a pillow puncher.
Opportunity.
There you go. Good right hand. Some body shots there from Scott Quigg. Okay. There you go. Good left hand there from Jono Carroll. That one caught Quigg. And Carroll's out here tying up Scott Quigg. Doing what he can to keep Scott off of him.
Going out there and sparring with an intelligent and a good move from him.
And Scott Quigg, there he goes again. Ducking below the waist. Ducking below the waist.
In that draw in Sheffield.
There you go. Good body shot there from Jono Carroll. Another body shot there from Jono Carroll. There you go. Jono Carroll, he's pouring it on. Come on, Jonah. Kick his ass. Who wants some smoke? Good feint and a jab there from Jono Carroll. I feel like he's taking the momentum back thus far in this round. Because clearly he's the more crafty fighter. He's not just coming in through the front door recklessly. He's feinting. He's changing angles. He's giving Scott Quigg a lot of different looks. And sometimes when you do that, these guys get confused.
Very solid world champion. Just a smile from Quigg. As if to say, you got me there.
There you go. Double jab, left hand from Jono Carroll. I mean, he's clearly the smarter fighter, the more craftier fighter. He gets stuck in a good body shot there, Jono Carroll on Scott Quigg, and then Quigg came back with a jab of his own. I mean, right now, every moment of this fight I've watched so far, Jono Carroll has been the clear ring general. I mean, he's out here controlling the pace, he's controlling the real estate. This man could have been a real estate agent. He could have worked for Allstate or State Farm with the way he's controlling the real estate right now. Good stuff from Jono Carroll here through 3 rounds. There you go. Spins off of Scott Quigg, takes center ring, lights him up with a 1-2. All right, so there you go. Jono Carroll puts another round in the bank. So I didn't see round 2, but the 2 rounds I've seen, Jono Carroll's look great. So I'll give it 2-1. For the sake of argument, we'll give it 2-1 to Jono Carroll. What do you guys think? Everyone here, smash that like button.
3 more goals for us, 12 corners, 4 cards. What, you can create your own there? Yeah, and you get instant ups.
Well, now I think it's Jono Carroll who's doing the lighting up now.
We have a magician on the side over here. Celebrities at ringside. Lots of big fighters as well. And it's,
I mean, it looks like Jono Carroll is just having his way with the feints and the movement. Scott Quigg hasn't really been able to adjust to the craft and the subtleties of Jono Carroll.
Can't quite get to grips with Carroll's.
And I'll tell you this: if Jono Carroll wins this fight tonight, it's gonna make Tevin Farmer's win look a lot better.
As well. He's not fought that many southpaws down the line. Scott Quigg, I remember.
But it looks like sparring with Tevin Farmer has gotten him better. Good left hand from Jono Carroll. I mean, Quigg is biting on all these feints. If I've noticed that if Carroll feints the body, he tries to block the body. He's biting on all of them, and he's still finding some shots here and there. Scott Quigg is still finding some shots here and there, but Jono Carroll's movement and just the punching angles that he's giving to Scott Quigg, it's really throwing him off here.
Yeah, he was annoyed about the
Let's see if Jono Carroll can really separate himself. Oh, good right hook there from Jono Carroll.
So dedicated as a pro, Scott Quigg, all the way through. He's got the best out of himself, hasn't he? Yeah, well, I think he's one of those where
there you go. Good body shots from Jono Carroll. And those are going to pile on later. And that's one thing I like about Jono Carroll. He's really going to that body.
Body shots from Carroll again. Who just has found this lovely rhythm.
There you go. And another thing that Jono Carroll is doing really great in this fight is he's changing the speed of his punches. You don't see him just throwing a punch fast. You don't see him punching up slow. It's all kinds of speed. So what that's doing is it's keeping Scott Quigg at bay. It's keeping him guessing, and that's what you want to keep doing. If you're not a big power puncher, you gotta make up for it in other ways. So craft, punch speed, angles. These are the ways that Jono Carroll is making up for his lack of punching power in this fight against Scott Quigg. And it's brilliant stuff so far.
Some money from this voice. He does it because he loves it now. But Jono Carroll is.
There you go.
He wants to get right up there and be part of it, doesn't he? Yeah, I think once upon a time there wouldn't have been many fighters as hungry as Scott Quigg, but at 31 years old, having won a world title, having had to say, having made a lot of money.
There you go. Oh, good left hand there from Jono Carroll. And he's dominating in this round. He's outclassing Scott Quigg in this round. Yeah, this Jono Carroll right here, he looks like a whole different fighter. He doesn't look like the guy that fought Tevin Farmer. He's a lot more tactically sound on the outside. He's craftier. It looks like the rounds that he's doing Tevin Farmer have done him a world of good. I mean, that's another Jono Carroll round. That's 3-1 Jono Carroll. He's taking this boy to school right now.
Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
Sky Cinema celebrates viewing on screen. Conclusion of winner by change.
I mean, Scott's lighting this man up. He's lighting up Scott Quigg like a Christmas tree right now. Christmas was 3 months ago, not today.
And Rory McIlroy defend the Players' Championship against a stellar field. Live from Sawgrass on Sky Sports, The Players. Feel it all. Boxing on Sky Sports, brought to you by Voltarol.
So what do you guys think of it? A lot of you guys say you think Scott Quigg is waiting too much? I think he's just I don't know. I think there's a reason why he's waiting too much, because he's getting touched by a lot of punches. Carroll's showing him all kinds of different looks, feints. He's punching from different angles. Look at that overhand left, connected, bam. The jab from Jono Carroll. Scott Quigg presses forward, looking for something. He can't really. He's not jabbing his way outside. He's not moving his head off the line. There's no feints. There's nothing from Scott Quigg. Jono Carroll ties him up here in the 5th round. Oh, good body shot there from Jono Carroll. Good big right hook to the body. Another body shot from Jono Carroll. Jesus. And you got to wonder, what kind of toll are these body shots taking on Scott Quigg? Clearly, they're doing something, because his punch output is extremely low. I mean, I thought this might be a lot closer, but right now, Jono Carroll's taking him to school. There you go. Body shot again. Unbelievable stuff. I cannot believe how good Jono Carroll is boxing right now. I mean, they might need a drug test after this fight. I mean, I never seen a fight so good. There you go. Scott Quigg letting some punches go to the body, but nothing doing there. Jono Carroll ties him up. We got 1 minute and 23 seconds left in the 5th round of what's been so far a dominant performance of Jono Carroll in the early stages. I mean, he's counterpunching. He's counterpunching him off the ropes. He's going jab, jab, step back, counter. Like, what is this? Who is this guy? Oh my God! There you go. A left hand on the equilibrium of Scott Quigg from Jono Carroll. Jono Carroll with a left hand and then an uppercut. Yeah, I think he hurt him. He's hurt. Oh no, he's not hurt. He's not hurt. Okay, I thought he was. He looked hurt for a second. Nah, I think he's hurt. Scott Quigg is fighting in survival mode. Big good left hand from Jono Carroll, straight down the pipe.
He's done it a long time. And they'll be worried. Yeah, I mean, back there, the super bantamweight Quigg was so. I mean, he was fresh then for one, but he was so physically imposing. He was huge at the weight. He carried massive power as super bantamweight. That even in fights that were maybe he was behind on the cards, I think he can turn it around. He only needs.
There you go, body shots from Jono Carroll. That keeps Scott Quigg at bay and backs him up a bit.
Injury as well.
Man, Scott Quigg is gonna have to dig. He's gonna have to dig deep and find something, find a big shot, because right now with the way Jono Carroll's boxing, he's boxing like he knows he can win. He's walking around the ring like he knows he can win. Jono Carroll, I think, knows right now that Scott Quigg can't fuck with him. Like he's dominating him.
Beautiful left screw shot through the guy that's got Quigg, and just put the combinations together. You can just see the confidence now, John.
Make sure you guys smash that like button. If you're just tuning in, if you're just funneling in here, Jono Carroll, the consensus underdog going into the fight, is absolutely giving Scott Quigg a boxing lesson. And honestly, Scott Quigg might need to retire after this fight the way Jono Carroll's beating him, because this is a systematic, slow ass whooping from Jono Carroll to Scott Quigg. I mean, you can make the argument that he hasn't even lost a round. By the way, guys, after the fight is over for about 30 minutes or so, maybe 45 minutes, we're gonna have. I'm gonna allow you guys to come on here and speak your piece. If you want to come here, if you want to come on here and speak about the fight for a little bit, you can do that. There you go again. In round 6, Jono Carroll is beating the brakes off Scott Quigg. He's in trouble, man. He's not even firing back. He's not even firing back. Another body shot from Jono Carroll. Jono Carroll only has 3 knockouts in his professional career. This would be a massive stoppage victory if he can get it.
Even though he's not a big concussive, one-punch power in Jono Carroll, it's the accumulative effect. It's the fact that he's hitting Quigg so often here, and I think he's starting to demoralize him now as well.
You know what? This is getting quite tough to watch. Remembering Scott Quigg and the brilliance he had at Super.
There you go. Good left-handed from Jono Carroll. Scott Quigg is not even guys. This was supposed to be a competitive fight. Scott Quigg is not even winning a moment of a round. I mean, he's not even winning moments. Forget the round. He's not even winning 10 seconds. Oh, my God. Jono Carroll. I mean, he's sitting there right in front of Scott Quigg, and Scott Quigg just can't find the shots. There you go. There's a good body shot from Scott Quigg. And he's biting on all the feints.
Trying to find a right hand to.
Scott Quigg back in Jono Carroll up a bit. Carroll spitting off the ropes, getting out the corner. Good stuff there from Jono Carroll. 1 minute and 10 seconds left here in round 6 of what's been a conclusive performance so far from the underdog, Jono Carroll from Dublin, Ireland. He's boxing England's very own Scott Quigg out the damn arena right now. There you go. Good right hand to the body there from Scott Quigg. And the Scott Quigg supporters are saying they're trying to will him on with there's only one Scott Quigg chance. So the positive thing so far for Scott Quigg is that, you know, even though Jono Carroll is still landing and whatnot, his punch output is a bit down this round. His punch output is decreasing, so he's got to start to make Jono Carroll feel on. There you go, good right hand to the body there from Scott Quigg.
Yeah, I mean, Carroll doesn't carry devastating one-punch power, but he's accurate. He's hit Quigg very often here, and he's confident, he's making him, he's changing things up. But,
there you go, good jab for Jono Carroll. Jono Carroll's jab has been so on point this fight. The feints, the jab, just the ability, the foot feints, the shoulder feints, everything. He doesn't have, like, Jono Carroll doesn't have the power, but he's got almost everything else. Like, I'm impressed. Honestly, the 130-pound division should thank the lucky stars that Jono Carroll doesn't have punching power, because if he had punching power, this shit would be unfair. Yeah, Quigg is being found out as a weight bully. He's getting whooped so horribly that not even the Sky Sports commentators can dick ride Scott Quigg. They got it 6-0. Is Quigg's nose broken? I'm not sure. I know he was kind of touching it earlier when Jono Carroll hit him with something earlier. I mean, personally, I want to see him stop Quigg. He needs to get some more knockouts on his resume.
You're talking about the cumulative effect. He's been hit a lot tonight already, Quigg. Coming out for the second half of this.
All right, so round 7 of what's been a shutout so far, pretty much from Jono Carroll.
Jono Carroll is in total control.
Jono Carroll.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a one-sided beatdown really early on. Carroll came back and just set the tone for the first round.
There you go, a left hand there from Jono Carroll up top. There you go. Changes level, shoots left hand again. Another left hand from Jono Carroll. Another left hand from Jono Carroll. I mean, Scott Quigg digging down in the body, but it's not seeming to have an effect on Jono Carroll as he holds his ground and fires back a right hook of his own. There you go. Good sharp left hand down the pipe from Jono Carroll. He's picking him off. Scott Quigg not coming off the ring. He's following him in straight lines. He's shelling up going forward.
He's been chasing around all night. He's got closer at times. When he gets into range, he hesitates a little bit longer, and Carroll just hooks him with a jab or a backhand. And again, spins out, gets back into the center of the ring. And
for real, man, Jono Carroll looks like freaking Lomachenko out here. He looks like the Irish Lomachenko right now. Jono high-tech Carroll, look at him. Oh, low blow. Freaking Scott Andre Ward. He's turning into Andre Ward here, Scott Quigg. There he goes again, low blow again. Oh, big right hook from Jono Carroll. That one got Scott Quigg's attention. And it is worth noting, guys, Jono Carroll right now is ranked number 8 in the IBF. So a win here might push up those rankings a bit more, being that he's fighting a former world champion. Quigg isn't ranked anywhere in the top 15 at the moment at 130.
He realized he has the pinky shots for it. Has to be more clever, more be careful with his shot selection. I think with Kevin Palmer, he had a lot of wheelie.
Yeah, Quigg needs to hang it out after this fight. Good feint there from Jono Carroll.
He's really implementing them in time.
There he goes again, man. The angles, the side steps. I mean, who is this guy? Maybe the drug test this guy after the fight. This guy's boxing too good. There you go. We're in the last 15 seconds of round 7, as it looks like Jono Carroll's going to put another round in the bank. Yeah, we're around 7. For those of you wondering, we're around 7 at the moment. Jono Carroll is pitching a shutout against Scott Quigg. Not even close. All right, so yeah, 7-0. 7-0, Jono Carroll.
God, what have you made of what you've seen so far?
Absolute masterclass from Jono Carroll, and it just looks like everything just caught up with Scott Quigg today. Someone who's got a hard face, a hard sparring, everything. It just seemed to caught up with him on this night. Everything Jono Carroll, his movement's amazing, his punch selection's amazing, his footwork, his rhythm. It's actually getting a bit hard to watch now. If you're a Scott Quigg fan, is there anything that can do in that corner, or anything he can do to change?
I'll tell you right now, if Jono Carroll had power, he'd be the best fighter at freaking 130. Jesus Christ, bro, look at this. Because the craft, the punch selection, the boxing IQ, he's got it all in spades. He just doesn't have the punch power. He's probably the only guy that punches louder than probably Malnaji, but he's got everything else. So who knows, man? Maybe you know, I know he got fight. There's still 4 rounds to go. He still has to win the fight, but if he comes through this, we have to start looking at Jono Carroll as maybe a legitimate world title contender. I mean, Jono Carroll out here, he's boxing like a slick American fighter. Look at him. He's boxing like a slick American fighter. He's out here boxing like the freaking Irish Pernell Whitaker. And I mean, obviously he's not as good as Pernell Whitaker, but I'm saying he's the Irish version, the bootleg Irish version. Fighting backwards, fighting forward. Look at him spinning off Scott Quigg like it's nothing.
He debates a lot over there these last few years, and he's 31 years old now. I just think he looks to me like an old fighter in there. And that's taking nothing away from Jono Carroll. I think he's a very much an improved fighter. I think he's one of the longest ever fight, and he's boxing absolutely brilliant here tonight. But I just think
the feints. I mean, Quigg is biting on every feint, and he just got into survival mode.
Jono Carroll predicted he would stop Scott Quigg. He said often he doesn't think of a knockout because of the lack of them on the record, but he said this, he just felt that he would be winning this comfortably, which he is, and this would be about the time he'd stop it.
Oh my God, bro. The pivots, the freaking, I'm amazed right now. Yo, the way he's stepping in right now, Jono Carroll just dominating. I mean, he's feinting, half feinting, spinning around him, throwing punch combinations, coming back. That's so true. He's making Scott Quigg is making Jono Carroll like a freaking power puncher out here. Last minute of the 8th round. There you go. Another body shot there from Jono Carroll. I'm still wondering when he's gonna get a stoppage here, because like.
You can see the moves, but the body won't react quick enough. It's been a brilliant career, no doubt about that. Scott Quigg has given us so many great nights, and still he tries.
Look at that 3-punch combination; they all land in the body. Now look, maybe Scott Quigg hasn't dropped to the canvas, and maybe he's not, gonna get knocked out. But these body punches are enough to keep him at bay. Jono Carroll is punching Scott Quigg hard enough to get his respect. Boom, 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 boom. Right up top of the head. Jono Carroll. Again, a jab from Jono Carroll. Scott Quigg don't want no smoke. Oh my Lord. Jono Carroll look like a freaking world champion right now. Yeah, Scott Quigg got to retire. He has to retire after this fight. He's got to retire after this fight. What the hell just happened? Oh my God! I gotta refresh the stream because this performance from Jono Carroll was lit. I mean, this is like, when I saw Roman Gonzalez in Texas last week against Caliafy, I thought it'd be a while before I see a performance as good as that, or as good as Theory versus Wilder too. But man, Jono Carroll, man, this might be one of the performances of the year, considering the fact that he was the underdog, that Quigg was a former world champion, he was the favorite. All right, so we head into round 9 of what's been a very, very dominant performance from Jono Carroll, and it hasn't stopped here in round 9.
I wonder if the towel might go in. Oh, again, that box there. Peppered with those sandboard jabs. Getting hit with so many shots here, Quigg. Cannot get out the way. Reflexes have gone here, I think. I think this one should be stopped now. Again, Connor's on his feet and he's going round to Joe. And they're talking to the Smith brothers. They're all connecting.
Yo! Jono Carroll made Scott Quigg miss so badly that he almost slipped and fell on himself.
Is this the end of the road?
Yeah, Quigg's got to hang it out for this fight. This is actually worse than getting knocked out, because what this is a systematic, slow, thorough beatdown. This actually does more damage to you than a knockout. Oh my God! Look at the defense of Jono Carroll. He's counting him off the ropes. Look at this. He's like Lomachenko right now. I'm not even exaggerating. This guy's entered the Matrix. Freaking Jono Carroll.
His quality has been terrific.
Like, I mean, I picked Carroll to win, but not like this. I thought Carroll would resemble more of the Palmer performance. You know, high work rate, fighting in close, but he's been damaging him from outside, countering him, beating his ass going forward, beating his ass going backwards, beating his ass mid-range, beating his ass everywhere, in every department.
I think it's the end of the road for Scott Quigg, but Jono Carroll has got a big bright future ahead of him now. He's made adjustments, he's made improvements since the last champion farmer, and I think he can really push on from here.
I mean, Quigg looks so frustrated, like, with the angles Carroll is giving him.
Scott Quigg's eyes closing as well. Anthony Crowder just took it to Paul Smith. That's a
if Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia fight, I would go Ryan Garcia. Jono Carroll, he's got Quigg on the ropes in round 9. Misses the body shot there, but at the conclusion of round 9, it is in fact yet another Jono Carroll round. It's a 9-0 shutout. It's not even close. He looks like the freaking Irish Pernell Whitaker and Lomachenko right now. I'm not even exaggerating. Joe Gallagher, another Joe Gallagher fighter getting their ass whooped, just like Caleb Smith did against John Ryder. Joe Gallagher just told Scott Quigg if he doesn't show anything this round, he's going to stop the fight. So this could be the last round here for Scott Quigg of his boxing career. I mean, listen, I never rated Scott Quigg. I never looked at him as a great fighter or anything like that, but he was a world champion, and Jono Carroll was the underdog going into this fight. So you got to be impressed by what you're seeing. I mean, he's not losing a round. He's barely losing a moment, and he's beating his ass all around the ring. I mean, and right now, Jono Carroll is looking like one of the technical best, like one of the most skilled fighters in boxing right now. If you're not watching this fight, you ain't watching boxing right now. If you're not watching this fight, you ain't no boxing fan. Jono Carroll put on a masterclass clinic right now against Scott Quigg.
Charisma he's got. Regardless of the press conference, you can't stop him talking. Yeah, full of charisma, real personality. Jono Carroll, great talk.
Good body shot there by Jono Carroll.
Really improved there. I think he's gone up a lot since even the last couple of fights.
There you go, body shot and a spin to the right there from Jono Carroll. More body shot from Jono Carroll.
A lot of improvements too, so it's
She says, "Nah, this is TBE." Jono Carroll, the new TBE. Greva says, "I would outbox Quigg at the moment." Yeah, I don't know, man. Scott Quigg is making me real confident right now to get back in the gym. Because, you know, I'm a southpaw too, just like Jono Carroll. Good body shot from Jono Carroll. And I'm not lying to you, I probably have more punching power than Jono Carroll. No disrespect. He's way more skilled than I am, but I'll put money on it. I have more punching power than Jono Carroll.
Tenacious effort from Quigg. It's the safety of the fight. He's taken too much tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah, far too much. It looks like it's only going to get worse. I mean, don't know how hasn't shown any signs of slowing down, or you think maybe Quigg's trying to wear it down and get to, but that's just not what I'm seeing. I think Quigg's getting slower, and it's Carroll is getting faster.
MP5, shout out to you, champ. Thank you for subscribing to True School Sports. I appreciate it, bro. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, I hope you're enjoying it. And yeah, anybody who's here right now, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, all that good stuff. Right now, if you don't know what's happening, I feel bad for you because Jono Carroll is turning in. I mean, I know we had Tyson Fury turning a great performance. I know we had Roman Gonzalez last week turning a great performance, but damn, put this one right next to it because Jono Carroll is putting on a boxing clinic right now.
It's just unnecessary.
Lost 10 of the 10. Every round to Jono Carroll. What is Joe Gallagher alongside Anthony Crawler going to do? Are they going to retire their hand?
So 10 rounds to nothing for Jono Carroll. Is this the end? Let's see. Joe Gallagher just told Scott Quigg that that's a better round. So I guess they're going to let it continue. So we head into the 11th round. Jono Carroll is pitching a shutout in one of the performances of the year. The only thing he hasn't done is nail this guy to the canvas. I mean, shout out to my guy, Sean Rideout. Listen, Sean. I picked Carroll to win via upset, but I thought it was going to be a close fight, like he'd win a split decision, majority decision. This is not even close. This is an ass whooping. Right now, he looks like Lomachenko. He looks like the Irish version of Lomachenko. He looks like the Irish version of Pernell Whitaker, and I'm not saying that to exaggerate. That's how good he's fighting right now. Yeah, normally I am a half a round behind, but it's all good. Jono Carroll comes out in the 11th round, looking to put the finishing touches on what's been a virtuoso masterclass performance. Can Scott Quigg find the final shot? Can he find a big shot? Because that's the only chance he has to win right now. Good left hand there by Jono Carroll. He's staying sharp. He's picking him off. He hasn't faded either. His gas tank is impeccable. His stamina is impeccable. You don't believe him? Ask his girlfriend.
Still willing himself on, trying to dig something out when he's been out of the box. That fought. He took a lot of shots here, head out body, and still willing himself on. But
we got 2 minutes left here in the 11th round. On my feed, Scott Quigg pushing Jono Carroll back, trying to find the right shots, but it's not working out for him. It's not working out for the fighting pride of Bury. Steve, he does look like Steve-O. Oh my God. A good left hand there to the body there by Jono Carroll on Scott Quigg. I'm very curious to see what the combo box numbers are as far as punches landed for Jono Carroll.
To see it out. Remember Deontay Wilder's reaction when he was totally outclassed.
Jono Carroll using his legs, boxing right now. Not the punch output isn't as high as it used to be, but he caught him with a good left. Quigg is on the ropes. Left-handed by Jono Carroll. Can he get the stoppage? 1 minute left. Scott Quigg is getting his ass taxed right now. There's a towel. There's a towel. Jono Carroll with the 11th round stoppage. A virtuoso masterclass. Amazing performance from Jono Carroll. Anthony Crawler throws in the towel. Joe Gallagher throws in the towel. Jono Carroll with the best performance of his career. He shows the world that he has improved, that he is getting better. And you know what? With a performance like that, I know Scott Quigg is a bit shot. I know he was way bullied. We take those things into consideration, but to beat him like that when he was the underdog, perhaps Jono Carroll is better than we thought, and he might be a legitimate world title contender. But it's your boy BT. It is your boy BT. And if you're just tuning in, if you're just funneling in here, make sure you smash that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Jono Carroll, Dublin, Ireland's very own, as the underdog, wins every single round of the fight in every which way against Scott Quigg. And he puts on one of the best performances of the year, arguably the best performance we've seen in boxing this year. And that includes Tyson Fury, that includes Roman Gonzalez. It was that damn good of a performance.
He's a terrific character, a larger-than-life personality, and now he's a real threat.
Thank you, Michael, for not ruining it for me. Thank you. All right, so
taking unnecessary punishment. I probably should have been pulled out after 7.
all right, so we're back. We're back. Scott Quigg just got his ass thoroughly whooped by Jono Carroll. Jono Carroll scores the 4th stoppage and the most important stoppage victory in the best performance of his career against the former world champion Scott Quigg. One of the best performances I've ever seen this year. You know, one of the best performances of the year. Just as good as Roman Gonzalez. It was just as good as Roman Gonzalez versus Calify. It was just as good as Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Big shout out to Jono Carroll. He's really improved a long way. Please, drug test him, please. I can't believe he fought so well.
Halfway, and the towel comes in to save Scott Quigg. It did happen. Joe Gallagher did do it in round number 11.
Yeah, I mean, you just see him here. He's just a sitting target, really. He's trying to bob and weave and slip and slide and roll, but, you know, Carroll just teeing him off, teeing up on him. You know, even though he's not a devastating one-punch knockout specialist or anything like that, it's the cumulative effect. It's the grueling fight, and he's just getting hit with the accuracy, the timing of the shots, and you know, it's been.
Yeah, so make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe. For those of you that are here right now, I want to let you know we're going to be live in a couple more hours for Adam Kaunaki versus Robert Helenius in the PBC heavyweight card tonight. So if you're going to be around, make sure you stick around for that. Also, a couple of videos have dropped since we've been live. There's a video about Terrence Crawford. There's a video about John Ryder, Candle Smith, and there's a video about Andy Ruiz. So check all those out while you're waiting for the next live.
The end comes at 2 minutes and 14 seconds of round number 11. The blue corner throws in the towel. Referee John Latham calls a halt to this contest. The winner by RSC from Dublin, Ireland, Jono King Kong Carroll.
and embrace there's a respect. Two fighting men to the end. One dominant tonight, one brave till that 11th round. And they'll be friends after all this. It's his time now, Jono Carroll. The passing of the torch, maybe. 27. There's the big hug for Joe Gallagher, who threw the towel in.
Anthony Crawl looks like he wants some smoke with Jono Carroll. He was my retirement for Jono Carroll.
Jono Carroll, he got the knockout, Andy.
Jono, coming into this, many people thought it was a 50-50 contest. I just wonder how satisfying it is to win a fight in such style.
You know, it's amazing, but I've said the whole build-up to this fight, I feel like this is my time to shine. You know, I was here when Scott knocked out Peter Martinez. I remember the seat I was sitting in. That's how much it was a memorable night to me, you know what I mean, as a kid. Wishing I could be up on this big stage. Even though I fought the other card, it's not the same when you're top of the bit, you know what I mean? This is what dreams I made up when as a kid growing up. And I just want to give a big shout out to MK Global. Big shout out to Eddie Hearn, Matthew, Adam Smith, Sky Sports, everyone who's been able to bring this together. Obviously, Scott Quigg, who was one of my idols growing up, you know, he's been in many fantastic fights. And this is just a dream come true for the young kid, you know, it's Abdallah and these benefits have a little bit of power.
Was that a career best performance from you?
Yeah, I definitely think so, you know, I'm starting to settle down. Even in the gym, I've been settling down. I'm starting to use my jab more. I'm starting to be smart. I'm not throwing silly shots. My feet stunning. And I must say, I owe a lot to this man, Abby, who has guided me through my career, the professional ranks. And he showed me all the little tricks of the trade, the professionalism, you know, the sneaky shots, having to nullify things, and having not just the run in the ring, stand your ground, but even when you're just buying a little bit of time to get a breather, still look like you're going to throw. All the little tricks of the trade, this man has taught me and spent endless hours, day in, day out in the gym. Even when I have the time off, I sit and watching tapes and all, you know. I just, MK Global, thank you.
You've obviously boxed for a world title and come up short, but they do say a loss is only a real loss if you don't go away and learn from it. You actually went out and worked with Tevin Farmer, watched that fight back. One of the things you said at the press conference was quality, not necessarily quantity, which you were always renowned for. Do you feel that you implemented that tonight?
Yes, most definitely. I had a lot of push shots today, but as you've seen, I didn't show a lot of combinations that had no power. Even when I was just push on, they had snap, they had power. And nothing keeps Scott Quigg off. We knew if we didn't have power in this fight that Scott was going to just walk through my shots and make it a grill fight, and that's not what we needed tonight. We need to be smart, use our head in here, and feint, show quality shots, keep them off, and when he got in the inside, grab and tie him up, and I done all that. I just stuck to the game plan tonight. I'm finally starting to be able to do all the things I'm doing in the gym and start putting into practice, because I'm busy all the time in the fights. I just want to say thank you for everyone who came out tonight. Much love, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Do you believe you made the necessary adjustments and got now the necessary experience to box for a world title and win a world title?
Yes, most definitely. Like, if you take out prize for with fights, I went into that 10th round fight with like 12 fights, you know? So a lot of my fights were 6 rounders. I've only had like 2 or 3 10 and 12 rounders before I fought them. And then I'm coming up to a world-class opponent, you know? So I just feel like this is my time. I'm 27, almost 28. I'm gaining my power. I'm feeling really good in there. There wasn't one stage that I felt like I was gassing or I was tired. I was picking quality shots, and you can see even at the end, once I caught him on the ropes, I still had power to be able to whack them shots in. And I wasn't just throwing plenty of shots, which if you watch loads of my previous fight, that's what I was doing. And it was quantity, but it wasn't quality. So tonight I showed quality.
Brilliant. Scott Quigg's waiting around, so I want to get a chance to speak to him. Scott, I know this isn't going to be easy for you. Commiserations, just not your night tonight. What went wrong?
No, it's no taking nothing away from him. Doing better man on the night. Just did as soon as I got in though. Just from after the 4th round, just didn't feel like it was on. You know, I was just chasing it. But like I say, no excuses. Better man won, and you know, fair play to him.
Coming into this fight, were there any signs that I've heard it in commentary? The phrase. The mind knows what it wants to do, but the body won't follow. Were there any signs as to why you couldn't get your shots off, why you couldn't get into a rhythm at all?
No, it was just, like I said, in training, I couldn't have put any more in training. I said training had gone fantastic, training. Like,
the fuck is he saying?
Doing it in the gym.
I can't understand what he's saying.
Doing it In training, we was just eating everything we needed to do. Was in a good place. Fitness-wise, conditioning-wise, there was no problem. It just the timing and, like I said, it just didn't feel like it was there. And I was chasing it from, like I said, from the fourth round on. I was thinking, this could be a long night.
Such a harsh question to ask in the heat of the aftermath. I'm sorry, but I have to ask it. What does the future hold for you? You said, I can't afford to lose this fight. It hasn't gone your way.
100%. I'm a realist. I don't kid anyone. On that now, there's no rash decisions or anything. I know this was a must-win fight, and I believe at my peak and my best, I would have won it tonight, no problem. And that's taking nothing away from Jono. I wish him all the best in his career now forward. I think he's got a good career ahead of him, but in my day, I believe he wouldn't have lived with me. But like I said, on this performance and on how I felt, I don't know if there's much left, to be honest with you.
Thank you. That must be hard for you to say. Thank you.
It's not hard for me to say, John, because I give it everything. I just want to thank everyone who's come out to support me throughout my career. Really appreciate it, and I give it everything tonight. Unfortunately, it weren't there, and all the best for the future, John.
If it is the end, have you achieved everything that you wanted to?
Oh, I couldn't have achieved any more because I've given everything. I've cut no corners. I've given 150%. I couldn't have achieved any more. I've been world champion. I've had a great career. I've been here, sold out arenas, and I've had a great night tonight. Unfortunately, it didn't go my way, but there'll be no place rather where I would have rather boxed in. If this is it, then thank you for everyone who's come out and supported me throughout my career. Thank you.
Thanks for talking to us.
Very emotional spot.
Some of you guys are joking, saying that Scott Quigg planned that speech. I didn't like the part though where he said, "Me on my best night, I would have beat Jono Carroll." No, you wouldn't, bro. You were decent in your day, but you weren't like. Don't talk like you were some Hall of Famer. You were an okay British fighter, fringe world level who happened to run into a world title. But that's just my opinion. Jono Carroll tonight though was the motherfucking truth. So listen. I'm not going to talk much, but what we're going to do is this, all right? There's 24 of you here right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the live for you guys. I've been live for 3 hours, and we're going to stay live for about 30 to 45 minutes, and we're going to talk about the fight. So all thoughts are welcome. Anybody is welcome to come live. Anybody who's here, all you got to do is click this link, and I will put you on the live with me. So there you go. Boom. There's the link. You see. There's a link. Go through, damn it. There's the link. If you want to come on live and just speak your piece, give your thoughts on the fight. Just this fight, though. I don't want to talk about Wilder or anything else. Just this fight. Quigg, Carroll, speak your piece. The link's right there. Boom. Let's put the banner right there. Jono Carroll humiliates Scott Quigg in masterclass performance, because that's what this was. This was a masterclass performance of the highest order. I'm going to say this. I know it's early in the year. I know we've already had some great performances this year with Tyson Fury against Wilder and Chocolatito versus Calio, but this performance right here it's got a case for the performance of the year, and it's going to be very hard to top what Jono Carroll did tonight, because he didn't lose any rounds. He beat this guy from pillar to post. He barely lost 10 seconds of this fight. That's how dominant, that's how conclusive this fight was, and when you consider the fact that unlike he was a bit more of an underdog than Chocolatito or Tyson Fury was going into their fight. So I would like to hear from you guys. Anybody who wants to join, all you got to do is click that link, that StreamYard link that I just posted. This link right here. When you guys click this link right here, okay, that link, you click that link and you can come on and you can talk boxing. I think Jono Carroll, though, he just retired Scott Quigg. That was the last we've seen of Scott Quigg. But I'll be honest with you. I really wasn't a fan of when he was talking after the fight, when he said things like, "Oh, well, on my day, I would have beat him." No, you wouldn't have beaten him. All right, on your day. No version of you, not even the best version of you, would have beat that version of Jono Carroll, because that version of Jono Carroll was something special. He was something to deal with. I think, and I don't want to become too much of a prisoner of the moment, I think we got to start taking Jono Carroll seriously as a world title contender. Let's see him against some of the other guys at 130. have him step up a level, and if he can win a step up fight, then who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Maybe he will fight for the world title. But it's your boy BT. We're live here on True School Sport. If you're just funneling in here, if you're just making your way here right now, Jono Carroll, Dublin, Ireland's very own, as the underdog. He just put on one of the best performances of the year thus far. It was an absolute masterclass performance. He was shutting this dude out 10-0 going into the 11th round, and then he stopped. I mean, Jono Carroll, a guy who is the Irish Paulie Malignaggi, this guy stopped Scott Quigg in the 11th round. He beat him up so badly. Joe Gallagher had to throw in the towel. And Anthony Crawler, who recently retired and was working the corner, he looked like he wanted to come out of retirement. And he looked like he wanted some smoke with Jono Carroll, but he didn't want that smoke. Jono Carroll being back in retirement becomes out of retirement. So, at one point I want to talk about a little bit about what Jono Carroll had to say in his post-fight interview. He was saying that in his post-fight interview that if you go back and you watch previous fights, it was a lot of quality. He was throwing a lot of punches, a lot of quantity. Everything about him was quantity. But tonight it was about quality, and he still maintained his quantity. He still maintained the work rate, which I thought was impressive. But the shots were a lot more quality. You saw him working off of the jab a lot. You saw him feinting, both using foot feints, shoulder feints, feints downstairs, feints upstairs. You saw him spinning off the right hook constantly. You saw him changing levels and throwing punches immediately when he changed levels. We saw a tactical masterclass performance from Jono Carroll tonight. And, he's ranked number 8 in the IBF. He's doing his thing. So, I'm happy for him. I'm happy he won. It's another fight prediction I got right. Just I didn't think it was going to go down like that though. But there's none of you here. So if anybody is here, if you want to, I'm gonna give it 2 or 3 more minutes and then I'm gonna get off, because if nobody comes on here to speak about the fight, then I'm gonna go ahead and try to shoot some videos and get a bit of rest and eat before the next live here in about an hour or so. So is there anybody that wants to come live? All you gotta do is click that StreamYard link. If you click this StreamYard link, you can come here and you can speak your piece for about 10-20 minutes, and then we'll get off. So any Jono Carroll fans out there, if you want to come in here and support your man, now's the time to do it. Let's see. If it was on my day, he wouldn't be able to handle me. Fucking clown. Scott Quigg. It could have been any day you're not handling Jono Carroll. You know what? I guess this begs a question. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Just 1 second. Guess it begs the question of who do we want to see Jono Carroll fight next? It's a hell of a question. Just give me 1 second. So everything above. I'm organizing something on the back end of YouTube right now. We're gonna go through the rankings here in a second, and I'm gonna give you my my little, I guess, breakdown / synopsis of who I think he should fight next, because I think there's a lot of good, attractive options for him there at 130. I'll tell you here in a second. Give me a second. But yeah, before the next live, make sure you guys watch all the videos that have been coming out. There's about 2 or 3 that came out while we were live. About Andy Ruiz, Terrence Crawford. I think there'll be one about Amanda Serrano dropping about any moment now soon as well. So yeah, but let's go through the rankings real quickly. Let's go through the rankings. Let's see what Jono Carroll's options are at 130, because I mean I know there's some good fighters at 130, but I want to see like who's around the rankings. Like we're gonna look at particularly fighters in the IBF rankings that are ranked above him, because that's the direction he's gonna want to move in. Because that's the only sanctioning body he's ranked in. He's number 8 in the IBF. So we go to the IBF. He's ranked number 8. So you got Tevin Farmer, who's ranked number 6. You got Martin Ward. You got Jason Velez. You got Kenichi Ogawa. Man. I mean, the Tevin Farmer rematch I think will make a lot of sense now, because I know they're sparring a lot in the gym, and take care, Grivas. I know they're sparring a lot in the gym and they know each other and whatnot, but you know, with Tevin Farmer coming off of his loss in the hellacious fight with Jojo Diaz, and with Jono Carroll coming off a masterclass like this, you know, from the Carroll side of things, you'd probably never get a better chance to fight Farmer than now and win. So I would try to fight him now coming off that loss. So you got Farmer, that could be a good fight. The first fight was extremely close, and if he can maintain that same style in a Farmer fight, he could beat Farmer, no doubt about it. So I think the Farmer fight will have to be number one. Ogawa, he could beat Ogawa, but Ogawa is a strong guy, so Ogawa might, you know, hit him with something nasty. Martin Ward, I don't know much about Martin Ward, but he's there, so you know that could be a fight for him. And then, you know, he's in the IBF, so obviously the champion in the IBF is Jojo Diaz. And how would he match up with Jojo Diaz? I mean, listen, Jojo Diaz is a good fighter. I give him credit. I don't think he's nearly as good as the California boxing media and the boxing media makes him out to be. I think he's solid. I think he's a good fighter. I think he's above average. But I would even give – I think Jono Carroll was smart enough to beat Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz might want to breaking him down and folding him up in the mid to later rounds, but sometimes Jojo Diaz fights like an idiot, and I think that he has. If the Jono Carroll that fought Quigg shows up in that fight, he could outsmart and outpoint him to a decision. So I mean, I don't put it past him. So I would say in chronological order, the best fights out there for him. You know, obviously the world title against Jojo Diaz. I think that'd be a good fight. The Farmer rematch, and probably Ogawa would be third. But I would avoid Ogawa. Ogawa's a bit dangerous because we saw when he fought Farmer, even though you know, it's not a win anymore because the whole, I guess, PED thing or whatnot. But Ogawa's still a good fighter, and he would give Jono Carroll some serious problems. But listen, there's nobody coming in. This is live right now, and I got some things I have to get done, that I have to accomplish, that I have to you know, just get in order before our next live. So listen, it was a great live. It was a great fight. But make sure if you guys come here later on tonight for the second live, Adam Konaki versus what's his name, Robert Helenius. So we like that. To answer my boy Flash Boxing TV, yes, I'll give it to you right now. This is my Instagram. Any of you guys are on Instagram? I'm always on Instagram. So if you want to reach me, this is probably the best way to reach me aside from YouTube. It's probably better than YouTube because I get like hundreds and hundreds, sometimes thousands of comments a day on YouTube. But yeah, that's my Instagram right there, Flash Boxing. So follow me there. I'll follow you back. Shoot me a message or whatever if you want to talk. Just a Kid from Dania on Instagram. With that being said, you know, Jono Carroll saved the night for what was one of the worst cards I've seen in a long time from Matthew Boxing. With his masterclass performance out there looking like the Irish Lomachenko, like the Irish Pernell Whitaker against Scott Quigg, effectively probably retiring Scott Quigg. You know, he saved the card. So I'm gonna get off, but you guys come back in about an hour and a half. We'll be live for Adam Konaki versus Robert Helenius in the heavyweight card from PBC. And while you're waiting, go watch the videos that have come out. There's a video about Andy Ruiz. There's a video about Terrence Crawford. There's a video about John Ryder, Kano Smith. There's a video about Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor that's gonna drop soon, probably the next 45 minutes to an hour. So yeah, watch that. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys.